Fucking stream just dropped.
Together as one, together we stand!
Thanks for coming back, Laura. Guys, my stream just dropped, so please share again so that we can get everybody back here and show everybody. For some reason the signal dropped. I don't know why. Dead zone or something.
So Black Lives All lives can't matter, so Black Lives Matter. It matters, so Black Lives Matter. All lives can't matter, so Black Lives Matter.
Oh, was it 4 hours? Oh, okay, that explains a lot. Yeah, everybody share it again so that we can get everybody back here. Yeah! Here we go, we're taking the freeway. It's gonna happen. No, yeah, it just the stream drops. 4 hour limit, I think.
Let's hold up, let's keep it tight. Keep it tight.
Everybody take this opportunity to share. We're about to hit the freeway. So let's get everyone to see this. There's a lot of marchers. There's a lot of people that have joined off the streets. There's a lot of people that just came along the way and have been here from the beginning. Share the stream, guys. Thank you. They're having a real party back there in the back. The back of this protest is lit. People have dogs, it's okay. Oh my God. This has become a thing over here now.
Let's go!
8 minutes, 46 seconds, that's the longest.
If you're not with us, you are against us! If you're not with us, you are against us!
Thank you, I'm trying.
Come on! I should be the only one saying it! If you're not with us, you are against us! In honor of George Floyd!
Yeah, there's 300 or 100 now because my stream dropped, and it just happened, so they're still coming back. So everybody share so we can get back up to that many people watching and the coverage that we had before. Thank you, Carta. Oh, great. Hi, Mom. My mom's here. She's gonna freak out on this part. We've done this before, don't worry. It is live. Yes, we're live. Share it everywhere you can so you can see.
Hands up! Don't shoot! 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 Hands up!
So you can see we're taking the freeway right now, or the interstate.
No justice! No peace! No racist! Police! No justice!
It's gonna be all right.
No peace! No racist! Police! No justice! No peace! No racist! Police! No justice! No peace! No racist! Police! No justice! No peace!
So we got people covering the freeway. We go, see, we're taking the freeway here. We're getting in there so that people can't. Now what I understand is that they closed this section of the freeway. because they knew that we were going to do this. So we said, fuck that. We're not going to disrupt some shit that they've already cleared out. So. Careful, careful, careful. There we go. All right, we're good. We're good, guys. See you again. Don't worry about who my mom is. She's here though. So you can see where. So you see we got the cars. They stopped. They're not gonna run us over. We're gonna hold this for, I believe it's 8 minutes and 46 seconds, which I believe is significant to the time that George Floyd was I think begging for his life or something. I have to get clarified on that.
Justice! Everybody in the street! Justice! Now! Justice! Now! Justice!
Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. This is just a random car right here. This girl got out of her car. This girl got out of her car. She's got a sign. So this isn't just us. You got people. This girl came over to hug her. It's awesome. It's awesome. Oh, that's great. That's amazing. Oh, guys, I gotta cry. That was really sweet. I don't see any emergency vehicles. You should be asking more, how are black people affected by what's been happening forever? Oh man, that's really nice. No, I know. It's like it's so sweet.
Don't shoot! Hands up! 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 Don't shoot! Don't shoot!
Don't shoot! Don't remind everybody. It's all good.
Don't shoot! Don't shoot! Don't shoot! Don't shoot! Don't shoot!
That was so sweet. Oh my God. I'm so glad I was standing there.
Hands up! Hands up! Hands up! Hands up! That's how we go. We're gonna.
She's still out there waving that thing. Woo. Welcome, woke. This is Seattle, Washington. We have just we marched on the Western Precinct police station, and we are now on the freeway, shutting the interstate down.
What isn't long enough? We need to disrupt for a little bit longer. George Floyd, Breonna Taylor's life was disrupted for good. Daniel Emmons, who was straight out of Tacoma 3 months ago, life was disrupted for good. 8 minutes isn't long enough, and we're losing quiet while we're here.
You can see we've got cars. Good cars. We got people getting out of their cars with signs, already just rolling around in their car with signs, ready for support at any moment's notice.
What's his name? What's his name? Say his name. Say his name. Say his name.
Since I'm live audio on Woke, and it sounds like I have a lot of people watching me right now, I want to remind everybody to look into the lynchings that are going on all around the country. There was just a 6th one in the last 48 hours. It's a real thing. Black men are being lynched and hung all over the country. There's been 6 so far confirmed. Please look into it and tell everybody that it's happening. No one's talking about it very much right now. Yeah, it's up to 6 now.
We are not tired. We ain't leaving yet. You gotta stay for a little while. Whose lives matter?
Black lives matter!
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 All day, every day, all day,
Every day, all day, every day, all day, every day, all day, every day, all day.
There are no leaders, guys. There are no leaders. We're all on the same page.
Every day, all day, every day, all day, every day, all day, every day, all day, every day, all day,
Woo! Oh, really?
She was murdered on June 18th, 2017.
Say her name!
Say her name. Say it louder.
Rita Lyles.
Say it louder.
Sharita Lyles!
Say it louder.
Sharita Lyles! Sharita Lyles!
Say her name.
Sharita Lyles!
Say her name.
Sharita Lyles!
Say her name.
Sharita Lyles!
Say it louder.
Sharita Lyles!
Say it louder.
Sharita Lyles!
She not only lost her life, but she was pregnant. That means there was a potential young black human being that was going to be born that was going to change the world. The SPD took not only Charlene Lyles' life, but that little unborn baby's life, who was going to be... Fuck SPD! Fuck SPD!
Fuck SPD.
Fuck SPD! 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 Fuck SPD!
Fuck SPD!
Fuck SPD!
Fuck SPD!
Fuck SPD!
Fuck SPD!
Hands up, don't shoot!
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 Hands up,
It's the woman that got out of her car right there with her dog.
hands up, don't shoot!
Don't shoot!
Hands up!
Don't shoot!
Hands up! Hands up! Hands up! Hands up!
Don't shoot!
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 Reminder, that's the day where the slaves were abolished. That's the day we handed out our freedom. That's the day our life should have started mattering. Not today. So that's why we're not going to be quiet anymore. That's why we're not going to let these people get home. That's why we're going to disrupt shit every single day.
Every day.
Say that! This should not be the first year are closing for Juneteenth. This should not be the first year that that happens. So we need to make sure that that happens every single year, and that's every single human being on this planet, not just in the United States, but especially here in Seattle, I will say, that knows what Juneteenth is. Okay? Juneteenth is tomorrow.
Every day we're disrupting everybody's lives. You know why? Because Charles Bird's life is disrupted forever.
Right.
I've been keeping it
Malik
off my
Williams'
mind.
life is disrupted forever. John C. Williams' life years old, some old. Doesn't matter, they're black lives. And they were killed by the police here in Seattle. Right. So, if their lives have to be disrupted by the police, shut the fuck up! We can disrupt these fuckers' lives for 20 to 30 minutes every fucking day. Every day! Every day! All day! Every day! All day!
Yeah, we're on I-5. This is the interstate, guys.
Every day!
We're on the interstate. We got, just to recap, we got a shitload of cars parked on the interstate. This woman jumped out of her car with a sign, super cool, and it just jumped out here to support. Love that part.
Every day, all day, every day, every day, all 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 day, every day, every day, all day, every day, every day, every day, every day, every day. Every day, 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 every day,
All day!
every day. Right now, we're gonna start to protest in the morning.
Come join us!
Governor, let's get your mayor to make a change if you want to start getting out.
she's yelling over the megaphone at the people in the cars to start actually acting and try and change what the mayor has to, to try and influence the mayor to change what we need her to change.
Hey guys, at least another 5 minutes with us!
If they ever want us to stop doing this, basically.
Black lives matter! Black lives matter! Black lives matter!
I see TK extending the time, saying it's gonna be another 5 minutes. Let's do it.
Black lives matter! 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 Black lives matter!
Once again, if I'm still audio on Woke or anywhere else that might be reaching a lot more people than are just on my stream, there are hangings happening all over the United States, and it's been happening since the beginning of June. Publicly, black men are found hanging from trees, and the police, in some cases, have marked them suicide, which, from everything I've heard, from all accounts of black people that I've talked to, black people do not hang themselves from trees to commit suicide. It's just something that doesn't happen. So it's a huge injustice, and everybody needs to tell everybody about it. Look it up. Don't take my word for it. It's happening. A sixth person was just hung last 48 hours.
George Floyd! George Floyd!
See people.
George Floyd!
I'm gonna walk through. This guy's getting on top of his own car. They're trying to turn around and head the other direction on the freeway instead of just waiting, which is a stupid ass idea. You can see these guys over here. They're trying to turn around and drive the other direction, which is insane. As soon as we move, they're gonna really regret that shit. Woke Audio 2.1K. Look up the hangings. Look up the lynchings. Call them what they are. Murder. It's lynching. Tell everybody.
No peace! Police! No peace! Police! No justice! No peace! Police! No justice! No peace! Police! No justice! No peace! Police! Hands up! Don't shoot! Don't shoot! Don't shoot! Don't shoot!
Those guys turning around on the freeway? Disruption. It's gonna make more trouble for the city until they give us what we want. Thank you, woke. I love you guys, seriously. This guy loves it. He's on top of his car. He's just chilling. Were you just driving? Were you just driving here? What do you think of this? Even though you had to be this inconvenienced, what do you think about it? It needs to happen, right? Yeah. Exactly. All these people turn around because they're inconvenienced. What do you think of that? They need to just shut the fuck up. But yeah, this is important, right? Yeah. Thank you. This guy's just chilling on it. This is what civil disobedience looks like, guys. You can't hear them. They're saying, if you're not angry, you're not listening. We can see more cars turning around, trying to do something, which I'm not really sure what the fuck their strategy is, but, you know, I guess they'd rather do that than,
People are turning around and...
yeah, if you think... Yeah, if you're more upset about the inconvenience of holding down an interstate for a few minutes, then you need to recheck your fucking priorities and think about how black people have been dealing with this shit for over 400 years. It might be dangerous, you might be right, but that should show you how serious we are. Everybody something. I want to remind, I got 3,000 people now. Everybody, remind them this. Remind all every racist you know, they got a small ass dick.
Repeat after me. 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 Tomorrow. Tomorrow. Tomorrow.
You can see we're gonna be. I'm standing right here, but I'm pretty safe. I'm up on an elevated platform. We're about to go back down through the separate freeway.
I need a couple guys to come help these women and get over these barricades and get down.
Yep. Everybody be careful over here. It's a big drop. It's a big ass drop. Everybody.
Hey, we need men over here to help these women get down.
You can see they're calling for help.
Here, I got you.
Everybody be careful. Watch your ankles. Now see, if you don't know what's happening, this freeway is closed down. That's why you don't see anybody on it. The city closed this freeway, or the interstate, this side down, because they knew that we'd be doing this. So we said, fuck that. You know, you're not gonna just, you know, make our protest mean nothing. So we said, we'll go to the other side. We'll go to the freeway that they are driving on. Okay, now what's gonna happen now is we're gonna march back to the chop. If anybody hasn't heard yet, it's not Chaz, it's Chop. We're gonna be marching back there as soon as we can get everybody down. You can see everyone's helping each other. You can see everyone's helping each other down. You can see that. That was hands down one of the best ones we've done. Usually, it's I believe it's 8 minutes and 42 seconds in honor of George Floyd, but today they decided, fuck that, we're doing it longer. Maybe because tomorrow's Juneteenth. My mom's probably shitting her pants that I'm standing on the interstate. And you can hear, okay, you see people cheering, you can hear the cars that were so inconvenienced that you concern trolls want to fucking talk about so much. You can hear them honking, and that's why people are cheering. They're showing support even after they were held up on the freeway for 10 minutes. So I don't want to hear fucking concern trolls in here acting like you give so much of a shit about some drivers you don't even know when you could be caring about black lives.
Black trans lives matter. All lives can't matter too. Black trans lives matter. All lives can't matter too. Black trans lives matter. All lives can't matter too. Black trans matter.
Ooh, I love when somebody says soy boy. I get to just block them right away. Holland, you're welcome to go to another channel if you want. I'm gonna run my channel whatever the fuck way I want. It's good. I need to get out of the way of these motorcycles that are part of us. Well, the bigger my channel gets, the more mods I need, so. You can hear the horns, right?
I think we're getting a little lost here, guys. We came here together, right? We came here together, right?
We're on this side of the freeway now because we're about to walk back, or we're about to march back to the chop.
We're going to be together, right? Yeah. So let's go together.
My channel loves you. My channel loves anyone who shares and tries to get this message out. You're just as important as we are at that point. Oof, disgrace the human race.
SPD, we don't need you. 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 SPD, we don't need you.
I don't know, but yeah, TK's right here in the front here, white shirt.
Fuck 12.
Fuck 12.
SPD, we don't need you. 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 SPD, we don't need you.
As you can see, we have people, if you're curious about the way we do this, we have bikes and people on bikes that go and they go and they
We're gonna hunt you by the space, let's commit.
well, don't get hit.
You lucky guy.
We're gonna let these guys through and then we lock it down.
You guys have 2 friends tomorrow.
Excuse me?
Tomorrow to be at 22nd and Madison, you promise?
She's talking to the guy in the car, that's awesome.
All my other friends here, 22nd and Madison tomorrow.
I've not seen one person honk in anger. And I'm talking about every time I've marched, and that's like, this is probably like the 4th time this week.
We're just leaving though.
Seattle, don't fuck around, y'all. Brad. Banana boy, is that what you guys are calling Brad? It's hilarious. He likes to eat a banana so that he doesn't get cramped up. It's funny.
No justice! No justice! No peace! No justice! No peace! No justice! No peace!
Okay, you can tell here that this is in support because they're honking along with the beat. No peace! Yeah, I love that. See? See? Support. See the fist? You see the fist? You see how many fucking people are here? I can hear people cheering from the cars in this intersection. That woman there. I just want to get the point across how much the city is with us. Every time we do this, wherever we go, the city is with us. People are constantly honking, coming out of their businesses, holding up signs that they just walk around with, like that woman in the car.
Let's keep it tight.
No, the drivers are not mad at all.
Take it to the streets, no fuck the police, no justice!
If you can't believe that, you don't know what Seattle's like. It's predominantly with this kind of feeling. Yeah. Justice, no peace. That's awesome. To the streets. Take it to the streets, fuck the police, no justice, no peace. That's the chant. Take it to the streets, no. Take it to the streets, tell them fuck the police, no justice, no peace. Damn, that's fucking catchy.
Take it to the streets and fuck the police, no justice, no peace. Take it to the streets and fuck the police, no justice, no peace.
That chant is fucking fire.
Police, no justice, no peace. Take it to the streets and fuck the police, no justice, no peace. Take it to the streets and fuck the police.
That shit's fire. What the fuck? TK agrees.
Take it to the streets and fuck the police, no justice, no peace.
Slow down, slow down, slow down. I'm up above on the hill now. You should be able to see a little bit better. See him? See him? Support, support. Woo! All of them. Oh, look at him. Yeah! Yeah! Look at him. Yes! Look at him. Let's see. Every single one of the cars that just went by. Yes. Every single one. We got our bike. I want to say that these guys with the bikes literally put their bodies in the way of cars for us. Every time we do this, they ride ahead and they go and block. You can see. There they go. See? They're gonna go ahead and block off the next intersection for us. These guys are real brave, I gotta say. It's dangerous, but they make it a lot safer for us.
We got some people in the back. Let the wildlife catch up.
I love somebody says every single one is honking and waving so the cars don't get torn apart. So what you're saying is that every car that didn't honk we vandalized or something? Is that it? No. Man, anything to fit your narrative, huh? Anything. Really just any ass backwards theory will do. It won't it? It's hilarious. Oh, this is my favorite song. KKK, no racist USA. No Trump, no KKK, no racist USA. See? These people aren't afraid.
No Trump, no KKK, no racist USA.
Hold on a second.
No KKK, no racist USA.
Can I ask you something?
No KKK, no racist USA.
I'm not gonna put you on camera, but are you honking because you're afraid that if you don't, these people will hurt your car? You're out here every night? Yeah. These people think that you feel pressured to honk or else your car will get vandalized. It's insane. Not at all? Okay. He says not at all.
Why are they stopping?
Not at all.
Get a comment?
Yeah, I got a comment. Fuck yeah.
Alright, come on, guys.
I think what happens is I think the people in the front get real excited and they just walk really fast just naturally, and then the rest can't keep up, so we have to keep stopping for them. Alright, the guy says he's out there every night, never afraid of people hurting his car. He's honking and he's putting his fist up in support. Oh, I got right on it. You know the point of my stream? I'm trying to dispel these stupid ass theories that don't even make sense. Yes, it is a warning. Think about it. It happens all the time, and it's been happening probably your whole life. Maybe some views that you have might be based on lies. I mean, me too, maybe. You know, let's just think about these things. They're saying, who do we protect? Black women. Who do we protect? Black women. Okay. Okay, I'll give you a, somebody said they want me to be, hey, get in the street with us, get in the street. Our streets, get in the street. Yeah, that's right, there are streets, we own these streets. We pay for these streets. Yeah, I'm open about my bias. I have a progressive bias, guys. I make no illusions about that. But what you're getting here is real news. This is gonna happen. This is what's really happening. And I'll just tell you what I think about it, but this is what's really happening. I'm dropping back into the crowd a little bit because somebody said they want to see more of the crowd and less of like just the front. So. I mean, you just have to trust me, it's a much better view up here. You won't be able to see anything in the crowd. Got somebody in here directing traffic ahead of time. Oh, that guy knows what the fuck he's doing. And this thing, what? I don't know how this got part of it, but this is cool as fuck. Block anyone who's slinging threats in any way. All I'm saying, guys, is if they're gonna lie to you about this, what else are they gonna lie to you about? They want you to base your beliefs on lies in some cases. This should bother you. I don't care what side of the aisle you're on. This is a bipartisan issue. We shouldn't be lied to by the media. It doesn't matter which media. It's a bipartisan issue. Red, blue, it doesn't matter. That spider was sick. Slow it down again. We're gonna slow it down, try and get everybody on the same page here.
Hey, listen, I still got plenty of ADHD left in me, don't worry. I'm on like 3,600 now. But, however, in order for me to reach 1 million, we gotta do this together. In order for all of us to feel that same energy and feed off of it, we gotta do this together. Hey, bro, we can't be trying to outrun each other and shit. What the fuck?
Oh, never mind, please. The button.
Damn, bro.
That fucking.
You fucked up my mojo. Bro, you just fucked up my mojo, bro.
I'm sorry.
Damn, bro. Damn, bro. Now you good. I still love you, though. Hey, but no, for real, though. We gotta do this shit together, guys. Let's stay together. Keep it tight. Stay together. Let's do this, man. Because that's the only way we got this far in the first place. Was together. So let's finish the way
This
we
is
started,
TK speaking.
and let's do this shit together.
TK is not a leader. I interviewed TK yesterday. TK is not a leader. She's just someone who just stepped into taking charge and leading Chance, and it's been working out. Take it to the streets and fuck the police, no justice, no peace. That's a banger.
Take it to the streets and fuck the police, no justice, no peace. Take it to the streets and fuck the police, no justice, no peace. Take it to the streets and fuck the police, no justice, no peace. Take it to the streets and fuck the police, no justice, no peace. Take it to the streets and fuck the police, no justice, no peace. Take it to the streets and fuck the police, no justice, no peace. Take it to the streets and fuck the police, no justice,
I think
no peace.
Take it to the streets and fuck the police, no justice, no peace.
Are we matching their pace or are they matching our pace? I can't tell.
I know.
I feel bad.
They pick up on us.
Maybe.
Like, we want to be ahead so we can get the right
Exactly,
shot.
exactly.
Out of your homes and into the streets. 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 Out of your home 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 into the streets.
If you can, try to use your free hand to wake people in front of the... So I have been, yeah, I have been. Small, yeah, totally. I've been trying to help with that. They're saying out of your homes into the streets. It's a chant for like when we're walking through neighborhoods and there's people like watching from their windows. We tell them get out of your home and get down here. March with us. This is live, yes. We just marched on the Western Precinct, and then we marched onto the interstate and shut it down for a good 10 or 15 minutes. And now we're marching back to CHOP. Whew. I'm getting better at this though. I know. You do it like 4 times and you get used to it. Yeah. right.
Black trans lives matter. Black trans lives matter. Black trans lives matter. Black trans lives matter. Black trans lives matter.
Here's a guy who didn't honk at all. Let's see if anything happens to his car. Nope. Looks like he's being left alone. So there goes that theory. Yeah, still good? Yeah, I think we're good. Insane I have to debunk that. As if the city wouldn't turn against us if we did shit like that, you know? See, what people don't understand is that we already have the city on our side. We don't need to do things like that, because if we did things like that, then we would lose support of the city, which is the worst thing you could possibly do for a movement that is 100% a war of public opinion. This is 100% a war of public opinion, and we're winning. The city loves us, and the city hates the police. Not everyone, but if you look at the amount of organizations and city officials posturing against the SPD right now, you've got the mayor, you've got the Seattle Labor Council. They just kicked the Seattle Police Officers Guild out of the Labor Council yesterday. They expelled them from the Labor Council. You've got the governor's office posturing against the police. Actually, it'll probably be easier for me to just tell you who is posturing in favor of the police. We've got the police, and then we've got Trump. That's about it. That's about it, guys.
Hey, do you just have one power bank?
I have one on me right now.
I've loaned out both mine, and I think they're both dead.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Have a good night.
Thank you. You too.
I'll see if I pack my second one.
I'm gonna take a break though after this is done and go order some pizza.
Okay.
You're welcome.
Oh, there's Brad. There's Brad. She's thanking him. I don't have to believe it. It's the truth. You can. It's not. I love when I state facts and people are like, you really believe that?
Say her name! 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 Say her name!
And now we're back.
Say her name!
We're back to Chop. This is Chop, guys. This is Chop.
Say her name! Yeah, come on. Keep going. We're gonna hold up here. Hey, we're gonna stop inside of here, you guys. Say her name! Say her name! Say her name!
Black women! Black women! Black women! Black women!
Got Brad here getting this shot. Let's see if I can get on this side.
Oh shit! I think my 818 just hit 4,000.
That's right.
Halfway there. We almost there. Listen. Hey, listen. Hey, listen. 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 Yo! Yo! Shush! Hey!
Yeah.
Hey guys! Hey! Hold up! Excuse us! Can we get your attention, please?
Please, cause I can't
Can we
really
get your attention, please?
Nice.
Alright, thank you! TK, gone.
There you go.
Praise Allah, cause boy, I can't yell no more. Listen. Hey, real shit, I don't know if they rode off already, but those bike guys, man, are the shit.
Yeah, those bikers. Yep.
I appreciate you over there. I appreciate you too right there, Mr. Motorcycle Man. That's the motorcycle man.
Yeah, there you go.
Woo! There he is, right there. Everybody, for real. He was ready up to coordinating with him too. Yeah. So listen, those people put their lives on the line for us. Yeah. That's how you know Black Lives still matter in this motherfucker. Yeah. Wallahi, I swear I am. I'm grateful and thankful for every last one of you guys. Because we wouldn't be as far as we are right now if it wasn't for everybody standing here.
Right.
And that's just real shit. You feel me? And I appreciate y'all. You feel me? I appreciate y'all for real, for real. I ain't, listen, this is not me. This is not the type of person I wanted to even be. But somebody got to be the odd person out and speak up and say something.
Exactly. Hey, we appreciate you.
I guess I'll just be the odd one out. You know what I'm saying? It's okay. But not for real though. Thank you. So, hey, every day. Every day. Every day. Every day. Every day. Every day.
Every day.
That's what I'm talking about.
Every single day.
That's what I'm talking about.
Right now.
This is how the fuck we change shit around here. Hey, listen. Hashtag change Seattle first. This is where we gotta start. Change Seattle first. You feel me?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Every day.
Every day.
Meet me right here. Take me pine, or you can meet me, or you can beat me to the precinct. Whichever one you want to do, but get there. Tell your friend to tell a friend and bring their asses to it. Let's do this shit.
We need everybody.
Every day.
Every day.
Every day.
Every day.
Yo,
As my friend was telling me here, we stuck together. We need you guys to make that voice, to build that unity. When we got to the precinct, the police were scared. They turned off the lights. They closed the curtains. I like that energy. We kept that.
I was told they left 15 minutes before we
They
got
tried to leave. They were hiding. They were hiding. They were scared of us. They were scared of us because there was more of us than them. And that unity keeps them scared, keeps them afraid.
They know they're wrong, that's why they can't face us.
I'll see y'all tomorrow. Hey, it's the same time every day. 8 o'clock.
Every day.
What time?
Every day.
What time?
8 o'clock.
When?
Every day.
When?
Every day.
All righty, let's get it.
Thank you guys.
Tell your friends.
Let's all rehydrate.
Every day. It just stopped working.
Top goes to
Yeah, I think it might have
Oh,
been.
you're all good. Excuse me. Woo! See? Mods, get on them. They're in here. Fucking hateful pieces of shit. All right, get on them. All right, so that was once again another successful march. We did it again. This is like, we did it last night, we did it the night before, we did it the night before that, every day. So, oh shit. I'm always missing stuff.
You don't have to be an addict to come. It's an open meeting. And if you're high and if you're drunk, you're more than welcome. Okay.
Did you?
That's my computer.
Right? Where's your parrot, man?
I left it home.
You left your parrot at home? Oh.
Hey, I'm good.
Everybody's wondering about parrot pack guy. You left the parrot at home today. Some people who marched. You want me to get some interviews?
Yeah, okay. Alright guys, I'm gonna end this stream.
Oh.
I think Ian's gonna keep going.
Not 100% sure what I would even ask people. I mean, like, you're pretty much getting the experience by watching, and like, you can kind of see what we're doing. I did get the guy in the car. I got him to tell me if he felt threatened, and is that why he was showing support? And he said no, and he looked at me like I was an idiot, and I was like, well, that's what people think. So yeah. Peace parrot. Yep. That's right. He's been memed now, huh? The parrot has been memed Peace Parrot. I wonder if he knows that.
2-hour shift, dude.
How you feel, TK?
Man, I'm great. I got some energy.
Yeah?
I'm good to go. I'm about to drown this water, man, and I'm gonna burst back up in a second.
Nice. I didn't know you had ADHD. I struggle with it too. Yeah, it's tough.
Yeah, ADHD's a motherfucker, man.
It's true.
Woo!
My medication's about to wear off, so you might hear me ramble a little bit.
That's all good,
You know what I mean? All right, so I wonder if he's aware that his parrot has been memed.
Oh, yeah.
I know I'm unwoke.
remember, so the day that they gassed us after they said they were going to gas us.
I think we'll be there. Yeah, we were there. We were there since the first protest in Seattle.
I was going to say, because I remember, like, you were there on that Sunday when you first marched up with the first time. I was like, you're with me, we were like, let's go to the precinct.
You know who I'd really like to interview? Charlene Lyle's cousin, but I don't know where he went. I don't think he's here anymore. Yeah, I don't see him. Well, he's probably here, obviously, but he's somewhere. I don't know where he is. Let's see.
And I'm like, look, guys, y'all gonna tire yourselves out.
Sorry, Ian. Oh, reply to Jen, Granny Jen. How does Granny find you? How does Granny Jen find you away from this? I don't accept Facebook or like personal friend invites because I started in the beginning and then I realized that I was being really stupid because I'd like to. Well, number one, there's just way too many people, and then two, I need to be a little bit more cautious about privacy and stuff like that. When you have something that this visible, you just want to kind of just keep your personal life separate, that kind of thing.
And to end the community
yes. Excuse me, sorry.
Every day, so they know.
Can I ask you a question? Are you aware that your parrot has been memed online?
Really?
Yeah. People, I guess, like so many videos have been like, and the parrot in the pack.
JP for justice.
It's I think they're calling it Peace Parrot.
Oh, that's perfect.
You didn't know about that?
No.
That's awesome. Okay, cool. I can't believe I got to be the one to tell you. But yeah, they're calling it Peace Parrot online. It's really cool.
And so I started to bring him out once they said no more tear gas.
Right.
Yes.
Oh yeah. So you couldn't bring you wanted to bring your parrot out, but you couldn't because of tear gas.
No. It was simply the aspect of once they announced that there was no tear gas, it was my commitment to everybody, saying, all right, cool, like, I'm gonna trust it. Like, when we marched first to the precinct, it was always an opportunity to allow the officers to walk with us, right? Like, every step we always made through that original narrative was we want to create a safe space and give our opposition the opportunity to be with us. And that was also me bringing my parrot out. Once Mayor Durkin said no more tear gas, I said, I'm gonna trust you so much, I'm gonna bring my parrot out.
Oh.
Luckily, the day that I didn't bring him is when they tear gassed us.
Again, yeah, I was there that day. Yeah.
Same, brother. I was right on. Like, I ran to the front lines as soon as those gates started shaking. Probably the angriest anyone's ever seen me.
It's so lucky you didn't bring your parrot though.
So lucky.
Yeah,
so
real.
lucky.
Well, I'm so glad you know about that now. Peace Parrot. Peace Parrot 2020, guys. Thank you. I love that guy. He didn't know. He didn't know that his parrot had a name. The internet was calling it something, so he knows now. Ooh, breaking the. Ooh. Go.
Hella driving through there and there. Not one anyway.
Hey, is Kate here, by the way? Moderators, is Kate here? Just wondering, because I was wondering if, oops, almost missed my step here. I was wondering if I could ask her if she got something done. Peace Parrot 2020, y'all. Hashtag it. Make it a thing. So, yes, anybody that is obviously. Oh, can I? Thank you so much. Thank you. Cool. So those guys, I didn't put them on camera, but they were walking around holding out waters, kind of shaking them to be like, because I think they know that we just got back from the protest, so from the march, so they're trying to give us water. You can see them. I'll show their backs. Yeah, you can see them. See, they're shaking the water like, hey, does anybody need any? She gave me one, and I did need one. All right, so now here we are. We've let's see, what time is it here? It's probably like 11 or no, 10:30. Wow. Oh, still pretty early. Okay, so I keep seeing my mods say this over and over again in the chat, but there is an FAQ. We literally have been working really hard to do things other than just, putting this stream up where, you can get your questions answered. So you can go on our page and there's an FAQ. If you, for some reason, can't figure it out or how to get to it, ask in the chat and the mods will help you. But yeah, frequently asked questions. They're all up in there. Like when people say, you guys have jobs, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, like those questions have been answered, and those questions are asked all the time. So please go onto our page and read the FAQs. If you didn't know, this is Concrete Reporting on Facebook Live. We're independent, and we just want to show people what's happening without, you know, you could, like, honestly, you don't have to listen to my viewpoints. Just mute me. You could just mute me, and then you'd be able to see what was going on. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to, and I really wanted to stress that FAQ thing, the frequently asked questions, because I'm about to try and answer a bunch of questions for anybody that doesn't understand something they saw today, or something that they might still be confused about, or even I might even take requests for, like, if you want to see something. I know that we have a lot of people in here on Woke and some other platforms, so I have 850 in the chat right now, and I'm really sorry if I don't see your question. But what we're gonna do is we're gonna walk up here. For people that might not have been able to see the precinct before, we'll show you the precinct that we've taken over, and we'll show you that it's unharmed, and we pretty much just blocked it off so that no one can touch it, because that doesn't fit our narrative. We don't want to destroy, you know, we don't want to destroy the precinct. We want to turn it into a community center for young black youth, probably. Thank you. I try to be a decent kid. Okay, so I'm also 30, so I don't know if kid applies to me, but I look and sound younger than I am. Let's see. So, yes, protesters pay taxes too, guys. Remember that. Protesters are just people. They are just people, just like you, that are just upset about something, and they're trying to make a change in the system. If anybody is still confused about things like Antifa, Antifa is not a group that has any control over any kind of like decision making or anything. It's not, Antifa is not a organized group where people get, you know, there are leaders and they have an agenda. That's not what Antifa is. I know that a lot of people are confused about this, but I'm just here to tell you, there's no secret Antifa meeting around here. There's no secret club or even regular club where you go and find your Antifa brethren. I don't know what the fuck they think, but it's ridiculous. Antifa literally stands for anti, that's where the anti comes from, anti-fascist. F-A, Antifa, anti-fascist. See, it's just short for that. And honestly, anyone who doesn't believe in fascism, which should be a lot of people on the right, you know, is considered Antifa. If you don't believe in dictatorships, and you don't believe in, you know, being oppressed by an authoritarian government, then you are Antifa. I hate to break it to you. The media is just telling you that it's one thing, but this is exactly what it is. It's easier for them to demonize us, you know, when you put a name on us, and then you can just that name, and then you just jump right to what that means, you know, like they call us terrorists. You know, you see, if you watch my streams, you'll know there's no terrorism here at all. Only terrorism you'll see is, you know, by the police trying to scare us into, you know, like just running away or not being here. But we're not going to go anywhere. We're going to be here until they make the changes. We'll be here every day. That's why you hear that every day. Everyone who doesn't, Jeffrey asked me specifically, am I Antifa? And I think it's hilarious because I know what he's trying to do. I would like to have a counter question to you, Jeffrey. Jeffrey, do you believe in dictatorships? Do you believe in authoritarianism? I'm gonna guess that you would say no, because you're probably a red-blooded American and you understand what that means. Okay, so you are Antifa. Our founding fathers were Antifa. Do you understand? It's just a term for, oh shit, I never really looked at the police station, did I? It's just a term for people who believe in democracy and freedom and, you know, all the tenets that we love in America, you know? No, but like seriously, guys, there is no Antifa thing. I've never ever heard a meeting or some sort of organized group. It's not a thing. It's a thing that the mainstream media has started to just say over and over and over again until there's a lot of people in the world who start to believe that it's a real thing. And then they can demonize us against each other. Do you see? So that we can figure out, oh, you know, look, they're Antifa. They're so much different than me, even though you don't really get a clarification of what that means. They're so much different than me that, you know, I have to hate them, you know? That's what I'm saying. This guy says I force people to what they can say, no freedoms. I'm guessing that he's talking about the way that I ban trolls in the chat, which I've clearly explained the difference between suppressing free speech and somebody coming in and just you know, calling people slurs and things like that. I don't think I should have to explain that again. But also, even if I was doing that, this is my channel and I can choose if I don't want assholes in here. So I don't know what to tell you. Leave if you don't like it. But I do encourage everyone to come in here and talk to people with different viewpoints and try to be respectful and patient with each other, and maybe we can understand each other a little bit more, and we can get to a place where we don't say, oh, this person's so different, they must be eliminated or something. You're very uneducated, says somebody that can't put an E at the end of a contracted word. Love it. Hilarious. All right, so this is the precinct.
So what happens when you
Antifa is not an extremist view, okay? That's what they tell you, okay? And there are, and you know what? In everything, in literally everything, like Republican, Democrat, left, right, in everything, you're gonna have people that take it way too far and are extremists, okay? That doesn't mean that it represents everything, okay? Just because some people might consider themselves anarchists and then they're like, ooh, they say Antifa and they spray paint some shit on, that doesn't mean that there's any kind of organization, okay? So, man, we just keep getting viewers. There's like 950 now. Okay. All right. Oh, you have a logical fallacies picture to share? Oh, that's amazing. Laura, you're so cool. Post it on the, I don't know if we're letting people do that, but try and post it on the thing. If not, send it to us in a message and I'll post it, because I love logical fallacies. Well, I don't love them, but I love teaching people about logical fallacies, because a lot of people don't realize when their views are being manipulated by people, you know, just using fallacious arguments to try and spread an agenda. Let's see. We're going to digress from that, because I could go on and on and on about that for like 30 minutes. We're going to try and answer some questions or clarify some viewpoints maybe. Oh, good. Okay, here's one. Will you be cleaning up the mess when you're finished, or will you just walk away and leave it for somebody else to clean up? Once again, this is something that is answered in the FAQ. You can go into the FAQ and this has already been answered. But I'll answer it again right now. There are people who sign up and who nightly, you can see, look right here, look, see? We have fucking compost, for God's sake. I mean, Jesus, look, if you know Seattle, this isn't surprising at all that you would have compost at a protest. Okay? So you got that, and then you got people that volunteer and they're constantly walking around with trash bags. I'm surprised, like every time I talk about this, I just look up and there's somebody doing it. But right now it looks like there's nobody on it, but you can also see that it's pretty clean. I don't see any trash anywhere. Oh, there's a little bit right there, but you know.
I don't drive, I just never drive.
It's definitely no worse than before the protest. Okay, so. Is there truth of rapes and robberies there? Okay. The only thing that got robbed so far is somebody, I think one of the live streamers got his gimbal taken, which is it's like a stabilizer for your camera. Yeah, somebody stole this guy's gimbal. That was about it. And also I heard somebody saying that. Okay, I want to address that thing, the rapes or whatever. People are saying that there are rapes happening here. Okay, there has been one source for that. There's been one source that says that there were rapes. And guess where it was coming from? The SPD. SPD is the only one that said that. Now, I'm not saying that it's impossible that it could be happening, okay? What I'm saying is that if the SPD is the only source, I don't trust it at all. Because they have proven, and we have proof, we got the receipts, guys, we can show you, that the police have actively been spreading misinformation on their police scanners because they know that we listen to them. they've been saying things like, oh yeah, big group of Proud Boys getting together with guns to come and looks like they're gonna be marching on the protests. You know, they say these things on their scanners to scare us, so that maybe we'll leave, and maybe people will be scared to come out and support the movement. Okay, that's where the manipulation is coming, and by definition, that is terrorism. They literally make us afraid for our lives every day, just to try and get us to get out of here. So. Yes, FAQ. There's going to be a lot of these questions. There's an FAQ. I want you to actually, if you have a question that you want to ask, why don't you check the FAQ first real quick. Yes, I'm going to walk to different areas. I'm going to walk to the, I'm going to walk through the park right now. I'll show you guys the giant mural. There's also, there's music playing over there, so it would be a copyright infringement if I, yeah, it's gonna be hard. I'm gonna have to just go close enough and then like zoom in on it, because I don't want to trigger all the copyright stuff on Twitch and for like people like Small Gamer who are restreaming me, maybe like Woke and stuff like that. I don't know if I'm still on there. But also, guys, I want you to remember that Portland is a lot worse off than we are, and they really need some exposure. I totally understand if something was going on in Portland and I got switched over on Woke, because they need it a lot more. So you can see the fist there. It's a giant monument they've erected in the middle of the park. Pretty cool. Oh, a pinned comment with the FAQ link. That's a really good idea, Richard. Damn. Maybe one of my mods can help with that. Yeah, that would be really cool. Great idea. Seriously, great idea. But we're gonna have to do it real quickly, because the mods sometimes help me see messages that go by me by pinning things. So let's pin the FAQ real quick. What's the unemployment rate in CHOP? I don't know if that's a legitimate question, but I mean, there's no way of knowing that. I mean, I would say that there's a lot of people here that are unemployed. I mean, I'm currently unemployed until COVID starts back up. I feel like people constantly say stuff about unemployment like it means that these people are less qualified to say what they're saying, but we are literally all unemployed. You realize that, right? It's like 13% of the entire United States is unemployed. And that's only because, it was a lot higher a couple weeks ago. So it's just a real dumb question. All right. You see, people are just saying you're a part of a terrorist organization. No, we're not. If you watch my live streams, you can see. This is concrete reporting. Go look back on any of my live streams. You can see I've been covering this for a week, at least 2 weeks almost, I think. Let's see. What about the automotive shop across? Okay, yeah, I was here for that actually. Across the street, yeah, okay. So I was here for that. I actually have a video of what happened there. And let's see. Yes, somebody. It's just like I said earlier. With any movement or whatever, you're gonna have outliers, people that go crazy and do things that the movement doesn't want them to do, and it makes us look bad. That was one of those situations where somebody broke in and set a couple cars on fire. I don't know why. But it wasn't an official act of the movement or anything like that, and it certainly hasn't been happening en masse like that or anything. From what I understand, they found the guy and they have arrested him and all sorts of stuff. And I don't mean CHOP arrested him. I mean that they gave him to the police. Yes. All right. What else we got? How long do you believe that this area CHOP will last, and how will it end? It will last until we get what we want. I've said this before. Yeah, that's about it. Oh, and how will it end? It will end by us getting what we want, or else they will commit some sort of really shitty act of violence on us, but that still won't end it. That would only put fuel on the fire. Earlier you said it didn't happen and only one gimbal was stolen just 1 minute ago. Oh, no, I'm talking about, I thought no, the question was about protesters and what crime has, what robberies. They asked about robberies and thefts. But I guess that question could have been about all sorts of, okay, so I'll expand it to that. Yeah, that one shop got broken into too, yeah, by one guy, and the protesters actually helped find him and bring him to justice. So that's all done with, So again, I appreciate legitimate questions, but if your whole point is to ask questions just to try and make everything look bad or make everything, that's bad faith, and I'm not dealing with it. Let's see. See, people that wish violence on people here, it's insane. Can you talk about Blackout in Shop tomorrow? That's a great question. I don't know a whole lot about it. I know that it's Juneteenth tomorrow, and because of that, it's going to be a total. It's gonna be like a total blackout type of situation where I think we're doing a silent protest. I think I haven't been briefed on what's going on. I'm not actually sure if I'll be able to be out tomorrow, but I know Brad will be. So, and the reason I don't know if I'm going to be out tomorrow is because I could very well be back to work tomorrow if King County decides to reopen phase 2. So give me a favor and turn around and show me people social distancing and wearing masks as a caregiver in the state of Florida. I am okay, well, I'm wearing a mask. I can show you this. I'm wearing a mask. Everyone's wearing a mask. You can see that. Here, I'll look through the fence here. You can see that in the field, people are like in their own little groups, kind of like socially distanced from other groups. And if you're gonna nitpick over the fact that there's 4 people sitting together in a group, Washington now allows us to go to restaurants and sit at a table of 5 together. So it's literally what they're letting us do in restaurants. Let's see. Okay. And just watch my stream. You'll see people in masks constantly. I don't have to like literally seek people out. Are they still showing movies at night on the projector? That's a good question. I haven't seen it in a few days, and I think that if they've stopped, it's a mistake, because that was a great educational tool. But actually, I think they are doing that still. It's just usually when we're at the march to the precinct, I think. What is Juneteenth? Juneteenth is now see, this is where I start to sound really ignorant, because I know that it's an anniversary of, I think it's is it anniversary of, what was it, Tuskegee or the, you know what? Let's find out. I saw a video of Raz handing out weapons from his trunk. Is that true? I've heard about this, and I haven't actually seen the video myself, so I can't comment on it. But I can tell you very certainly that right now Raz is not here, and he's not really doing anything involved with the movement right now. Cycling. I'm not sure if maybe he was just becoming like too much of a target from the media or something, but he never was a leader either way, if you don't know anything about Raz. And also, FAQ, you got Raz in there. FAQs, everyone wants to know about Raz. There's an FAQ, yeah. Okay, you have destroyed those businesses in there. No one will want to stay. We've seen the guns. Here, you know what I want you to see? I want you to go back on this stream, actually the last one, and I interviewed a bunch of business owners around here, and they all told me, or not business owners, but people that work there, and they all told me that they weren't afraid for their lives, they weren't being pressured, they weren't being threatened, and actually some of them said business is better than it has been. So they don't mind at all. I also know that there's a hair salon. This is just something that I heard the other day from Frank. Actually, you might have seen it if you saw when Frank and I were talking. Frank told me that there's a hair salon called Bang Seattle that is giving like free haircuts to people, like the medical personnel and people that are volunteering here. So hey, maybe I might be able to get a free haircut out of doing some reporting. Who knows? Yeah. Hey, Dexter is wow. That's Small Gamer, if you don't know. Yeah, Soy Boy right there. Boom. Gone. I was gonna say, Small Gamer, can you educate me on what Juneteenth is all about, by the way? Because I don't. What happened to the no cop co-op, sir? I don't know why you would pin this question, Mod, because whoever did, because I mean, it's just a. I mean, I don't know how to answer it. It's still a no cop co-op. They don't let cops in here. When cops try and come, everyone jumps up and locks arms and keeps them out with. I have videos of that too from earlier in my streams. Kevin Smith, who's about to get blocked, do it now, please, mods, is just over and over saying, so your job is more important than this because I've said that I would go to work tomorrow if my job reopened. I think that's so stupid. If the beginning of this day, I interviewed a guy right at the barricade right away who has 2 jobs. One as a CNA, who's a certified nurse assistant, and security for a hotel. So he does security and health, like medical stuff, and he still comes out here and volunteers his time. So that's just such an ignorant, stupid thing to say. All right, let's keep going. Here we go. Tom Hughes. Thank you, Tom Hughes. Are you the Tom Hughes I know? I think you might be. Juneteenth is the anniversary of the day the Union reached the furthest edges of the Confederacy and announced the end of civil war and slavery. That's right. Okay. I feel like I did know that, but I totally forgot. See, that's what it's like. You gotta be white and you gotta learn. Yeah, so it's when it's like basically a victory day for Confederacy, or for the Civil War, and they ended slavery. The last day of slavery, yeah. Let's see. Let's keep going with questions. Is there room out there if I bring a tent to stay? Yeah, you could totally. You can totally bring a tent, and there's lots of places to set up. I would probably just, talk to somebody about where the best place is or something. Oh my God, okay, this is actually important. Brian Heitman says, is there an economy in Chaz? And if so, how does it compare to the dollar? I've heard this before. I can't believe this. so they among the plethora of lies spread by the media, it just like, some of them make me laugh so much, and this is one of them. They said that we were making our own currency, and I know that actually some people, I haven't mentioned this yet, but some people that have been here for days have been watching my stream for days are probably like, wow, are they actually saying that because I haven't mentioned it? But yeah, I heard that like 2 days ago. They said that we're gonna be making our own currency and we won't be accepting the American dollar. It's so stupid. Oh my God. Okay, we just gotta move on from that. No, there's no currency. There's no currency here. Oh my God. Can I pay you in what? Chop coin? Is that what? Oh man, it's so good. Chaz dollar? Is that the? I don't know. Anyway, let's move on. What do you mean the no? Oh, you mean the no cop co-op, as in like the thing that was right there, or right like in this area? Hi.
Where's your feed at?
My feed? This?
Yeah, you always be out.
Oh, you see me?
All of the time. No, I'm trying to see who you follow, because I see you out here all of the time, hitting everything. How do I follow you to see you?
Oh yeah, I'm on Facebook Live, so it's just concrete reporting, because I'm on the concrete, and it's kind of like solid reporting. It's like a double. It's like a double. It's kind of a joke,
I know who concrete reporting.
That's me. Yeah. It's all me and my friends.
Because I be watching Twitch TV, so I'll be seeing your little.
They restream me on Twitch, yeah.
Blank concrete TV.
Yeah. Well, I'm glad you've seen it. That's awesome.
So,
did you want to say anything? I've like over 1,000 people watching right now. Do you want to say anything about how you feel about this movement, or how?
Over 1,000 people. Thank you.
Jeez, no,
I'm literally trying to amplify Black voices straight through this. So
I'm trying to get like them. I'm trying to get a little bit traded. I just want to know a little bit of instructions on the kind of equipment that you have and how do you do it.
Yeah, sure. Oh, you mean like this?
Yeah.
All you need is a phone. That's all you need. You just go in there. Yeah, you just go on the phone, just start talking to it. That's all. I think you already got the stick and everything. Look at that.
I'm saying.
I don't even have the stick.
I see some people have like these little microphones, because sometimes when I'm trying to hear things, I can't really hear as I've been trying to get people voices and stuff that can't really hear?
Yeah. I have to get kind of close to people, and I'm sure this water bottle is actually messing up the audio right now.
I'm sure.
But I've been slowly getting more and more equipment. Like I got a battery pack so that I could go all day.
See?
That was one thing.
Okay.
And then my friend just gave me a light, so now I have a light that I can attach to my phone. It's in here.
Nice.
Yeah. And so I can get interviews at night and things like that.
That's cool.
Yeah, and so it's just kind of like slowly building, and it's the channel itself is building popularity too. So as that goes, I kind of scale up. That's kind of it, yeah.
That's
And
cool.
how do you build your popularity?
Honestly, the way I did it was I have a bunch of friends that are doing kind of the same thing here, and some of them had a head start on me, so they already had a big base. So they reshared me first, and that kind of gave me a little launching pad. And then I just told everybody, share. Let's amplify these voices. Let's and then people just rallied, and then it was viral. So that's pretty much how it's happened.
Do you have a big friend group, social, like a lot of friends on Facebook?
Yeah, totally. Yeah, that too.
So,
I did actually invite all my friends on Facebook too, but that was probably like 300
how
people.
many
Yeah,
friends do you have on Facebook?
probably like 300 people maybe. Yeah.
I don't have that. I don't have because I don't be trying to step.
But like you said with Twitch and stuff, there are restreamers that if they find you, they'll restream you, and then I think if you just get above like 100, 200 people watching, then it kind of just snowballs from there, and then you don't really have to do much else.
Yeah, I'm still little.
Yeah.
I get like 4.
Oh wait, hold on. Well, let me plug you on here, and they're literally asking, look, ask for her stream, get her info. Like, yeah, let's put you on there. Let's put you on there.
Stream. I'm
gonna type it. Is it just your Facebook?
Yeah, I usually Facebook Live.
Okay, what's your?
Tracy Kendrick, TracyKendrick.
There you go, guys. It's in the chat, and I'm going to pin it for you.
Cause I've just been like out here, right? And I've been out here like day one, and so I've been on the front lines, and then I just started coming out and finding a need to just kind of jump in where it's needed.
Yeah, for sure.
'Cause I'm like that leader type person, so I just kind of jump in where needed, and then. It's like I've been seeing everybody walking around with their iPhones and selfie sticks, or just like you with your thing and your bag and walking around, and I'm like, where's all these? Okay, so are they doing it? What? Where's their videos and stuff?
Yeah. Where is it going to? Yeah.
So then I connected with a little friend, and he says, "Hey, you know about Twitch TV?" I says, "No." He says, "Well, I was following Twitch TV / Field Charge."
Oh yeah.
Then,
He interviewed me last night. Actually,
Oh.
he interviewed me last night. He asked me what I had done last year for Black History Month, and it like kind of floored me because I never really thought about it. I hadn't done anything, and so now it made me think. Like next year I'm gonna do something.
there you go.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. But
And so I was following him, and so I'm normally down here all day, and like I said, I have an iPhone, and I don't even really know how to use it a lot to its ability. But then I started seeing a lot of the streamers and live streamers down, and I thought, I don't know, but I'm gonna get my selfie stick out, and I'm gonna get my thing, and I'm gonna start going around and doing what everybody else is doing. But I've been watching you guys just stream, like, so when I leave here at night, it's like I'm not gone because
You're still,
guys' Twitch TV has it going. Somebody
literally,
is always
that's
down
totally
here.
the idea. Yeah, that's the idea.
Sean
GUI. Yep, Sean GUI. It's really funny.
Reporting.
That's me, guys.
I watched you the other night.
That's me. Yeah, that's
and
me.
I even told them about, hey, watch Twitch TV. They got, somebody's watching that corner all night and everything, and then you get to see this corner all night, and then you get to see the people who's walking around and capturing. So for me, it's kind of cool because it's like, you know what? I'm home, but I'm still here.
Right.
So I get to kind of see what's going on. And I thought, this is hella cool. I'm getting myself a stick. I'm just going to go out there and I'm just going to start doing what these guys do.
Yeah.
And
well,
here I am.
Well, I don't know if you know, but the reason why I came out here and started coming out here every day is because well, I was here every day already, but the reason I started filming and streaming like this is because I don't know if you know like the mainstream media like Fox News and what they've been saying about this place.
That too.
Yeah. I literally every day try to let people ask me questions because some people they might be on the right or something and they might just not know, and they only know what they've been told on the media,
Absolutely.
Here's the one that right before you guys walked up to me, the one that I just debunked was they said that apparently the media is saying that we're starting our own currency here. I'm like, wait, what the? Yeah, right. Look at that face. Yeah, no. What? Yeah. Have you heard anything about that?
stop.
They need to stop. Exactly. Yeah, that's what we're doing here.
I've not heard that.
That's why this
we
is
doing
so
that?
important. This is why this live streaming is so important, because people all around the world are watching this and seeing exactly what's going on, and then they are realizing how much the media actually does lie to them.
Absolutely.
Yeah. I actually said, I was like, well, what would we call it? Like Chop Coin or Chaz dollar or something like that, you know? Chop Coin. I like Chop Coin.
No way. It's nothing of that nature there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's really amazing.
It's really been amazing. You know, I'm kind of blown away actually, because I've really not even seen anything as to this capacity before. I've never seen the Occupy. I've heard of the Occupy of Wall Street.
The Occupy Wall Street thing, yeah. The funny thing is that, you know how they killed the Occupy Wall Street movement, is that they turned it into a party and then people just fizzled out. It's like, it feels like it's the same kind of thing that's happening, you know, like, but luckily we still march on the precinct every day. We just shut down the I-5 for like 10 minutes, 15 minutes, which was awesome.
Yeah, yes, absolutely. So that guy, have you got to interview him yet?
Oh,
you know, there is a guy out here who was involved in Occupy Wall Street.
Oh, really? I'd like to talk to that person for sure.
He's out here, so he was out here yesterday. Were you out here yesterday?
Oh, yeah.
So do you remember when the young lady was standing up on the podium up there speaking?
Yeah, I try to get all the speeches for sure.
Okay, well, you'll probably see him in your video. So he's the white guy. He had a red handkerchief around his neck standing behind a barricade.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Greg.
All right. I'll look for that guy.
He came out here because I saw him doing an interview, and he was talking about how he flew out here because he heard what was going on out here, and because he was there with the Occupy Wall Street, he wanted to come out and see and offer some suggestions, or because I guess he know how to organize and things like that. So he's been out here, and I'm sure he's still out here, but probably not right now. But
sure,
he'll be back out here. He's still here.
Sure. Can I ask you a question? Tomorrow's Juneteenth, right? How do you feel? Are you going? I think I heard there's a blackout protest, right?
There's supposed to be so much going on, but yeah, there is a blackout protest I heard of.
Right. Yeah, so from what I understand, I think there's going to be a big march, and I think it might be a silent march. I'm not sure.
I think they just said
This is silent march? Okay, yeah. Okay, so yeah, well, we're going to try and get that. Hopefully I'm not back in work, because I really want to come out and cover that. But even if I don't, when I take a day off, I have another guy who fills in for me, so we can constantly keep the story going. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah, we're taking it really seriously, because it's just like it's not just harmless that the media tells those lies. You know, yeah, I think you guys probably have heard, like, every day we're getting threats of people coming in telling, like, oh, these people need to be saved from these Chop Antifa terrorists. You know, and literally, like, there could be a group coming on July 4th with guns and stuff. Have you heard about that? Yeah, I think we've all heard about that. Everyone's a little on edge about that. You know, and that it's not harmless. It's really, really dangerous. It could hurt all of us. You know.
I actually heard that the Bikers for Trump.
Yeah, Bikers for Trump were part of it. You know, it just
and some other organizations, and I know it's weird because as we were up there and they were having a meeting up there yesterday, when they called out the Proud Boy.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
I turned around and he was standing right there behind me. He was right behind me. Yeah, he was right behind me. I mean,
why they were killing you?
No, he didn't do anything. But I heard they kind of escorted him out, but they just said, don't touch him, leave him alone, and he kind of walked.
Yeah, okay. Well, you know what? Actually, I think some people asked me about that. So she just said that they just moved him out, and they kind of like escorted him out, and they said, don't touch him. They didn't want to. So, yeah, violence has never been our narrative here, and that's a big thing that I want to get across to people, because literally I had to go and, like, these people, like, begged me for days to go interview somebody at a business around here, because they think they literally they're being told that the businesses around here are being held hostage, basically.
Yeah, I saw that.
And they're being shaken down for money, even though we don't take donations.
And that we charge them to get in here.
Yeah. That we have checkpoints in the city. So I went. So I was like, you know what? I'm gonna go to a place. I went to Rancho and I interviewed the dude, and I said, hey man, can you just tell me, you know, all this stuff? And what did they say after I got the guy got the guy to interview and say, oh yeah, we're totally fine with all this stuff. They said he's just afraid. He's just afraid to speak because then they'll come and burn his business down. Like, really, guys? And then I went and interviewed 3 different other ones, and they all said the same thing. It'll never be enough for those guys.
No one's gonna burn down Rancho Bravo. It's been here for a long time, and everyone loves it.
And if we wanted to burn it down, it would have been burned down.
Yeah, right, exactly. Yeah, what people forget is that all the people, the protesters here, are also people that live here. Like these businesses that we're existing around here, we love these places. These are the places, the bars we go and drink at. You know, like.
And they're still open, and they're still making money.
Yeah, like Lost Lake over here. Who here doesn't get drunk and go to Lost Lake at 3 in the morning? You know, black, white, whatever. You know, like no one is gonna touch Lost Lake. You know.
No, that's not so.
So yeah.
Yeah. That's cool. That's so cool.
I hope you guys realize this is a real conversation. I don't know if I have to explain to you guys that I didn't write a script for these guys. It's like them come up. This just randomly happened. Okay, so this is the kind of reaction you get when you spout off that insane shit, like our own currency. I mean, we don't even have leaders, like, really, like, you know.
So good at that.
And then you saw the images that they had on the Fox News where they had the one guy that he was standing there like he had these guns, these AKs.
They photoshopped pictures.
Photoshopped them in.
They literally photoshopped pictures together.
You could tell that was photoshopped in. Then they had a fiery type scene, but this guy looked like he was. Like, that is not Seattle.
Yeah, it was crazy.
Seattle.
And
that might have been Atlanta a little bit at the time,
yeah.
Burning up Wendy's, but this is not Seattle.
And I'm not gonna lie, there was in the first week when we were like roasting down Westlake before all this happened, there was some looting, there was some mayhem, a little bit.
Everywhere at
but
that point.
Yeah, but that kind of happens with any movement, I think, and then you kind of chill out a little bit and reorganize.
Absolutely,
like we have.
Absolutely. And now that's the next step. So right now, everybody is just kind of out. I think we're going to probably get ready to wrap it up, and then I'm going to go home and turn on my Switch and watch everybody.
Yep.
And watch the streets.
Small Gamer is another one. Small Gamer, and he just asked for your name so that he could put you up on his restream.
Small Gamer.
Small Gamer, SMOL, and then Gamer like GAYMER. Yeah.
Okay,
you probably know it.
Yeah, he types faster than Mom.
Yep.
And what's your name?
I'm Ian.
Ian.
Yeah.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too. Yeah. Levi and Tracy Kendrick. Everybody remember.
Jazzy Trey.
This is Tracy Kendrick. Tracy like Dick Tracy, Kendrick like Kendrick Lamar.
I'm trying to get like these guys. This is really fun. This is interesting because I have this iPhone and I really don't know how to use a lot of it. I have to have somebody say, hey, I wanted to record a voice. Somebody was talking, and I had to find somebody. My son went here. I said, "Can you show me how to do the voice recorder?" And somebody helped me. So now I know how to do that. I'm learning, and I want to learn. I mean,
Everybody watch her stream and help her out.
School for journalism.
That's what I'm gonna do. That's actually what I'm gonna do.
Really thinking about it now.
I've never had any classes, but I really wanna go and do that.
That's what I'm thinking. Because this is fun.
Too.
Oh really? I think my voice is awful.
I've been seeing you out here every day. I've been seeing you out here.
Oh, that's so cool. Really?
Because you had the Hawaiian black shirt on with the.
I'm sure that draws a little attention. You can tell I kind of toned that down a little bit. Yeah, kind of took the American flag down a little bit too. You know, that kind of thing. Yeah. But yeah, you guys, Tracy Chapman, or not Tracy Chapman. That's the fast car song. Tracy Kendrick. Yeah. So Tracy Kendrick. Follow her, help her get her stream up, help her out, be polite and nice, and I'll see you guys around.
And tell me what I need, anything, if I need any equipment and what I need, because look, everybody got the bags, I got a bag.
I will say that as someone who started just protesting and then moved into like this streaming media type thing, it's a much different experience when you're trying to capture media, you know, than just protesting, because you're always looking out for like somebody starts spouting off and you want to kind of get in there and see what they have to say, that kind of thing. And when you're just protesting, it's kind of like you just kind of stand and you just like kind of listen over there, you know? It's a much different. You always want to be in the right place at the right time. You start thinking that way, you know?
And you know, and it's weird because like a lot of times I'm in places and then I never think to at the last moment it's like, damn, I should have had my camera for that. So yesterday I was at Dick's getting some hamburgers and I seen the Seattle police just coming up the street real quick. Phew. It was like 6 or 7. Where are they going? Because I ain't seen police in like 15, 17 days. So I'm wondering where they going. So now I got my camera out and I'm running behind because I'm like, where the hell they going? So they was down at the Seattle, what's that? Seattle?
They were at the Broadway entrance of the light rail.
The Broadway entrance.
I heard about that, yeah.
So I got down there because I didn't know. I wanted to see if it was one of our brothers or somebody down there, because the police. And I got down there and I got my camera on there, so I'm doing video and everything, and looked like a car jumped the curb and went up into this thing. I mean, I have it on video, and it's also on my. I've been sharing a lot of people's videos and stuff too out here.
Yeah.
And so that's also on the video and everything.
Sure.
Be with you in a second. And so, yeah, that car was in, and I was just hitting everything. And they says, well, do you know what's going on here? I says, no, I don't. I'm just here trying to get video footage. That's all. And I started asking questions. Do you know who was driving this car? Did you see it?
Yeah, there you are. Now you're reporting. That's it. That's all there is. That's all there is to it. You just get in there.
It's like, well, no. We don't know who was driving this. Somebody ran this way, and I'm just trying to. And then I seen the officer. So he had his badge. I thought it was covered up. So I says, excuse me, officer, why is your badge covered up? It's not supposed to be. And he said, no, it's not covered up. You can see my number. So I had to step in a little bit to see. And yeah, he did. He had it was over his number. So I'm like, okay.
That whole blackout thing that they do. The, mourning bands or whatever.
Yeah.
As if that's the only way you could ever mourn. Like, yeah, I get it.
Right.
Yeah.
So,
but yeah, I think always, if you're gonna keep doing this, always get badge numbers, always get license plates. That's what I always try to do, because then people are held accountable. And the Proud Boys even have been, they beat up one guy the other week, or like the other day, I think.
After they left out of here.
There was like 5 of them against one guy, and they were smashing his phone, and they had actually been driving around in a minivan with the license plate white, like with something, like they took the plates off or they covered it up or something.
Was that the one with the flag?
Yeah, one of the guys had a flag, and but they like beat the shit out of him like outside of Chop, and they smashed his phone and then they just took off. There's a video online of it. It's awful.
Yeah, I didn't see the video online, but I heard about that, and I was wondering if that was the one who came in with the flag. He had the red hat on, he had the glasses. The one who was standing behind me, right up there yesterday.
Yeah, if you see those people, tell somebody, because it's, they could be trying to hurt people. So.
Well, they was like, leave them alone. They was like, leave him alone, let him stay, let him hear the message. Maybe he might change his mind. Or
Really?
Yes.
So some people were actually trying to let him stay, even though they knew he was a Proud Boy.
Yes.
Wow. Okay.
And he stood behind me, and I turned around because I was kind of like holding the video and trying to pay attention to what's going on, because I think the unexpected. If you standing behind me, I don't know what you might do. Everybody crowded in, so I'm like, oh, okay. But then, like I said, eventually they kept, no, because.
And then they just got him out because they thought that it wasn't worth it.
Get him out.
Yeah.
And so he kind of started walking away.
Yeah, so people tried to give him like the benefit of the doubt in the beginning, but then I think honestly the reason why they would kick him out is because they have proven over and over again that they just can't be trusted. That they only have one agenda, and it's to hurt and literally hurt us sometimes. So. Yeah.
I agree.
Yeah, so.
I agree.
So that's why somebody would get thrown out, not just because of their different beliefs, but because they actually have proven themselves to be harmful in the past.
Absolutely, and I think that's what happened with. You didn't see what happened when down here, did you? Up at the Walgreens and stuff.
No, I didn't know about that. But then again, that's outside Chop, so Yeah.
Well, yes, they got it outside of Chop, thank God.
Yeah.
But it was serious. I was feeling so bad for that person because they were getting jumped on. They were getting jumped on. And I just felt so bad. I felt helpless because I wanted to help them, but it was just too many of them jumping on them, and I didn't want to get in there, and then they start jumping on me because I was outnumbered. So
yeah.
I was like, no.
And also, I know that some of them will carry, like one of them will carry a pistol on his hip, and if they're jumping one guy, the one with the pistol will walk in between the crowd and what's happening and just kind of like show his pistol. So like, don't fuck around, don't jump in and help, basically, which is awful. Like, you can't even. It's literally terrorism, right?
Yeah.
Like that's pretty much the definition of terrorism, isn't it? But then they gaslight us and they say that we're the terrorists. Isn't it just a mind fuck? Isn't it just the biggest mind fuck, right?
It's not like that.
Yeah.
And let me see what time. Oh my gosh, time just be.
I know.
I know.
All right, well, thank you for talking to me, guys. Levi, right? Yeah, Levi and Tracy. Tracy Kendrick, guys. Follow on Facebook.
and I'm getting ready to go home and turn Twitch on. How long you out here tonight?
I'm not sure yet. It's what, I'm almost like, it's 11:18. I might sit here and answer questions, try to get people to understand the situation a little bit better for like maybe 45 more minutes and then go home.
Okay. Well, however, I will be on there, so I'll be watching whoever is on the ground tonight.
Yeah. Don't be surprised because I'm pretty sure a lot of people like just saw this conversation, so don't be surprised if you come home and there's like 50 friend requests or something.
Well, you know what? I'm gonna accept every one of them. You guys friend request me, I'm gonna accept every
Tracy's your new friend, guys.
Absolutely.
And she's gonna help you. She's gonna help you figure out what's going on around here too.
Friends requests now, and if I see them up there, I'm gonna accept them because I know you guys are in with me, and I'm in with you guys.
Okay.
Have a good night.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye. Bye, guys.
Thank you.
Yeah. Sweet. That was a great interview. I love that. Totally random. They just came up to me. Sorry, I know I was like answering questions when that started, and then I had to stop. But I'm glad we talked. That was cool. Okay, let's see. Okay, I got some pins. Sorry, mods. I know we're way behind. Tomorrow they're asking for CHOP to be BIPOC only. White folks asked to stay on the perimeter and hold space. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, that makes sense. I mean, there's a lot of times, like I think the Silent March had a kind of a procession order where they wanted black people in the front, people of color in the middle, I think white people in the back. So like sometimes they want to have it organized in a certain way so that it can have a bigger impact, or it can just be look like more organized, that kind of thing. Thank you guys. Remember Tracy Kendrick? That was Tracy like Dick Tracy. Kendrick like Kendrick Lamar. I just thought I might try like the whitest reference next to like, you know, something that wouldn't actually, you know, be my oh my god, sorry, my ADHD is fucking going crazy right now. Sorry about that. I just almost ran into this guy too. Yeah. Does anybody even know who Dick Tracy is anymore? I don't even remember like what he was all about. He had the no face thing. The no face enemy. I'm digressing. What does CHOP stand for? Okay, first of all, okay, we're gonna remind people again, once again, there's an FAQ. There is 100% an FAQ. Yes.
I feel genuinely organizing for help here.
Oh, you're good, dude. Like, whatever you need.
Money is unfathomable. I cannot make a single fucking dollar. Really, I hope you have some to spare, dude.
Yeah, no, I honestly, I seriously don't even carry cash with me.
I have Cash App.
Well, I'm also like doing this thing, so I can't really do that. But what do you need? Like, what are you trying to get? Like, there's food and water.
The new singular, the new backpack.
Oh, I see.
Like, there's a lot of, yeah.
You could probably ask one of the stations. Okay. Well, yeah. I'm not giving people money out of my my pocket, especially. Oh, wait. Let's see. You like Dick Tracy? I like Dick Tracy too. I used to have those little like cassette. You'd like read the comic book, but then you put the cassette in, you'd listen to it as it went, and it had like all the sounds and the cool music that set the tone. That was so cool. Okay, let's see. I'm not giving the guy money. Yeah, he said he wanted a new sleeping bag. I'm not. You know, if you live in Seattle, you know, people ask you for money all the time. You say no. I just love people. They have Cash App now. But he was a detective. Anyway, let's stop talking about Dick Tracy. He was a cop. No.
Money on community gardens and collective housing, and the fucking life in the ghetto.
Okay. Yeah, Dick Tracy, old school shit, yo. All right. So here's what I'm gonna do. So thank you. Wow, people asking if I've hydrated, worried about my well-being is really nice. I've been drinking water all day. I haven't really eaten, but I'm okay, guys, because number one, I'm trying to lose weight, and all this marching and stuff has been great. I weigh less than I have in 5 years. You want to see that concert? No, I didn't want to film him. It was kind of funny though. Okay, here's what we're gonna do. Remember, oh, there we go. Tracy Kendricks. Yeah, oh damn, really? We'll find her. Maybe we'll find her. If you guys actually find her, then if you guys can do some sleuthing, put her up in here and put her up in here and with a link, and one of the mods will pin it. But here's what we're gonna do. Yeah, I mean, yeah, his voice wasn't great, but you know, whatever. All right, here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna sit down and we're gonna answer questions. Remember that there is an FAQ, so please check that out before you ask questions that might have been asked a million times, so that people that have actual confusion or things that they want to know can. Oh, the blind guy from yesterday is over here. The one that spoke. I really loved his speech. But anyway. Where's ladies at in Chop? Come on, man. It's like it's a bit sexist. Who cares? Everyone's here, and they're all everywhere. All right. Ooh, somebody's got like a really good smelling like vape pen. It smells like Fruity Pebbles or something. All right. What was the idea of one of the speakers saying he wanted every white person to give $10 to every black person? I just saw the video earlier today. I don't know. Once again, I haven't seen that video, but I can tell you that when you see people going up and doing those speeches, it really is like anyone can go up and just speak their truth. So if somebody said something like that, then you know, I don't know what message they were trying to get across, but I can tell you that they don't necessarily represent the whole movement or anything like that. So I know how easy it is for like the mainstream media to take it and be like, look, this is like one of the leaders and this is what they're saying, but really there are no leaders. And people can just go up. It's like a town hall meeting. Anyone with a concern can go and talk about it. And that's the way democracy should be. So that's all I got to say about that. Okay, who's next? When you first made it to the precinct, there was a guy standing with his dog. Did he follow you guys to the freeway as well? I think so. I think he did. It looks like we were all there. Guys, the dog wasn't in any more danger than we were, so I don't know if like talking about the dog is supposed to be some sort of like thing, some sort of concern troll thing. Yeah, it's a town hall meeting. Like, if you've never been to your local government, like city hall or whatever, they should be doing those kinds of things, and you can participate as a member of the community. It's the exact same thing here. Want to hear the Screamo band? No. I'm gonna guess they probably don't want to be filmed, so I'm gonna not do that. But they're somewhat near me, so maybe, who knows? Maybe you'll be able to hear it. It always blows my mind. Yeah, you know, the $10 and how it could cause division. Sure, you know, like, it's possible. There's always, every time it's so funny because of how much I listen to the mainstream media and what they're saying and trying to keep track of all the lies, that now when I hear somebody say something and I know that people are filming, I'm like something like that, I'm like, oh God, this is gonna be twisted. Fuck, I can see it coming, you know. So I try to get stuff like that on film so you can see it as it's happening. Let's add an Antifa part to the FAQ if there's not already one on there. Do I watch other Chop streams? Yeah, actually. My favorite. Well, before I started doing this, I was watching Woke a lot, and then I started watching Small Gamer, both of them kind of aggregate other streamers. But then there was like Joey W, and Omari was a big one for me in the beginning, and just was really inspiring. My friend Cody Courier, who runs a page called Live from the Field, that's another one. I love that one. My friend, and he especially inspired me because he's my friend. He's my friend, and I was like, wow, what he's doing is really cool. So. Show you the monument. Well, you can see it from here. I mean, you can't through the fence, but that's it. I showed it earlier, but I don't want to walk over there because there's a DJ playing music, and if I get that music on my stream, then it'll trigger all sorts of copyright violations for people that are retwitching on or restreaming on Twitch or YouTube, like Small Gamer or Woke. Do I watch Andrew? Are you talking about Andrew Mercado? Because I met him. I met him when he came in. I kind of like tried to help him and the other two guys, the two Portland streamers in here, to kind of guide him and let him know what was going on. It's a town. Okay, this guy's like splitting hairs with me on what a town hall meeting is. It's a town hall meeting within the protest. It's literally the same thing. It's just inside the protest, and there is a bit of organization. I believe the people that go up are like they tell the organizer what they want to talk about, and then they kind of put them in an order and schedule it. So you're talking about Andrew Mercado, right? Yeah, he's cool. Omari is really great. Like Omari, like okay, if you like my stream but you want something that's like more non-biased and totally neutral, watch Omari. Omari is really, really good at staying neutral, and he's even been like kind of given a bunch of shit by the black community about the fact that they think that he talks to the cops a little too much. Like he gives them too much of a platform, but his thing is all just like completely like he tries to stay unbiased, basically. Yes, this is a park, and the park goes way, 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 way beyond that. I also want to, where do they go to sleep? Also in the FAQ, I believe, but there are tents, and some people stay here, and some people, like me, go home. Yeah, I heard about Unicorn Riot recently. Actually, this producer from ABC contacted me asking me for permission to use some of my videos, which I was extremely hesitant about for obvious reasons. Eventually I kind of told her why I was so hesitant and all the things I was trying to do, and she was like, you guys should check out Unicorn Riot, and you guys should try and create your own media collective in Seattle. So I've actually been really interested in trying to do that, like create kind of like a Unicorn Riot situation, but like I don't know what you guys think is bad about Unicorn Riot, but I don't want it to be biased or anything like that. I just want it to be kind of like an extension of this, where we can all kind of try and understand things. Let's see. I'm not telling you where home is. What the fuck do you think I am? Has the city agreed to maintain lights, electricity, etc.? What is stopping them from shutting it all down? Nothing's stopping them from shutting it all down. They're just leaving it up. So I don't really know. I guess they would have to shut down all the power and stuff on this whole block, which would fuck over all the apartments, and I don't know. Yeah. I'm pretty sure that's in the FAQ. Sure, yeah, and if you like, that's the whole thing, is I do lean a little left. I'm progressive. I'm not a Democrat. I've told the stream this over and over again. I'm not a Democrat. I mean, obviously, I'm not a Republican, and because I have a progressive slant, obviously, voting Democrat generally goes into my best interests. But I'm not a Democrat, and people have asked me this before. If Trump was a Democrat, I would 100% be voting Republican. So let's continue. Oh shit! I see Brad is looking for me on BLM letters. Okay, he's over there. I see him. I see Brad. Oh, that's right. I have you just reminded me. I have walkies for him. Hold on. Okay, see people like Mark Weissman. I can smell AIDS through my screen. Just get him out. Mods. Boot him. Boot him. Brad. Yeah, I see you. Let's see. I love the way that people just say, hey, Brad's looking for you. He's on the letters. It's so funny. So I was wearing my American flag earlier, and somebody gave me a lot of shit for it, so I switched it up, yeah. he was Native American, and he said that the flag represented, like, you know, the genocide of his people and stuff. And I was like, oh wow, okay.
I would take it off too then.
Yeah, I didn't really think about it that way, and that's what we're here to do: listen and learn as white people, you know.
So I'm talking to Ian Concrete, and he was explaining how someone, a Native American, came up to him and you know, explained that the flag is offensive or stood for basically the genocide of his people.
Why am I voting Democrat? Because the alternative is Trump, and 4 more years of just the same stuff we've been going through.
How is your power bank situation?
Pretty good. You want some? You want some juice, yo? Dude, not at all.
Borrow it for a bit. I'm like.
Oh shit! Wait, I'm on 11% actually.
Okay.
Even with the power bank. What? How's that happening? I wonder. Am I? Hold on. Oh, I think I know what's going on.
No big deal. I'm at like 30 right now, and I might
Wait.
go.
Let me see, because I don't know if I packed my second one. I might have. Let's go over here real quick.
The other option is I was gonna drop off my small one and just plug it in at the charge.
Oh yeah, right over there.
Yeah, and if I lose it, like, I really don't care.
You should probably do that anyway then. Yeah. I just wanted to get to somewhere I could like undo my bag. So yeah, Carrie Sue. It's funny. How far will you go to please people of color? I want to get them to feel comfortable. Okay, well, I have something for you though. Sorry. And I want to see if I actually have a second power bank, because I might. How far will I go to please people of color? That's a really good question. As far as it takes until they feel comfortable. Like TK yesterday. You guys remember TK said TK just wants to be able to sit in the park with her shoes off and not feel like, you know, she's gonna die, or she's in danger. Let's see. I do have my second power bank. Haha. I got it. Yep. I'm just gonna give this to Brad, and he can just hold on to it. Brad and I share equipment all the time. I'm literally wearing this light that he gave me, just so that I could, just like when we went on the freeway, I could, like, you know, do like a strobe thing just to keep myself safe, which is pretty cool. We also, oh shit, I'm still on front facing. So I'm also gonna give Brad one of these so that we don't have to constantly communicate through people being like, where are you? Like, Brad's looking for you, you know? So that way we can.
Got some joints for sale. You got some joints?
That'd be nice. Wish I. Will I cover the debates live? Dude, that's a great question, and actually I really want to do stuff like that. Like, I want to expand this channel to more than just well, number one, more than just Facebook. We're already working on integration with other streaming sites, but I also want to expand it to other things other than this protest or this movement. So even if you are on the other side of this, just remember, I'm not always going to be covering this, and I do want to cover all sorts of political issues. I want to do like a news desk type thing daily, where we go and we talk about some videos or events that have occurred and try and reach an understanding together. Yeah, I want to do all that stuff. So I want to talk about stuff like, you know, I want to talk about women's rights stuff. I want to talk about trans and LGBTQ stuff. But I want to do it in a way where we can all kind of understand each other, even if you don't agree with it. So that's kind of where I'm at with that. I totally want to cover the debates live, though. That would be so much fun. Absolutely.
Okay, yeah.
Sweet.
It doesn't have batteries in it yet. So I
just like AAA batteries?
I think they're. Yeah, you gotta like unscrew it, but I think they're double A's.
Okay.
And then.
I think I have a ton.
Oh really?
So I'm pretty sure I do.
Yeah, I don't even really know how to use them. I just know that they work, and I haven't figured out how they work. So we can.
Tell you what, the other thing is, I know you're on, and I'm.
Oh, that's okay.
Like, having this. Right
like
here,
this. Yeah.
makes us look like we are
Border, like
know what I mean?
the barricade guards.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm not trying to pose or anything.
No,
but
absolutely
it makes
not.
us look like way less of a threat.
Yeah, and less of like a target or something. You
Yeah.
know, like people that might think that we're like, I don't know, some sort of infiltrators. Yeah. Just keep it for now. Yeah, I'm gonna. This one does me so well, so you can just hold on to that as long as you want. I was laughing with the chat about how we just like share equipment all the time.
Yeah. So I just sat on mine, too.
Yeah. It's awesome. Good night, Amanda. Thank you for being here. I saw your message in the chat. Okay, so yeah, so I guess we can at a later date we can try and figure out. But these I think have like a 2-mile range or something like that.
Yeah.
So you can like we could be completely on opposite sides of this whole area and be able to talk to each
I'll
other.
check batteries tonight. And then
Sure.
I've got a bunch I'll bring in.
Yeah, and then I'll try and look up an FAQ online on how to use these things.
Oh, no worries.
It's probably easy.
All right. And then I'm gonna pick up those credential stuff I think tomorrow.
Oh, cool.
So
Thank you.
I'll bring them.
Yeah, you're gonna get the badges. You don't happen to have like lanyards, do you? Like type thing?
So I have this, and I can probably get lanyards.
Okay.
So I'll handle that.
Okay, thank you, man. I appreciate it because I don't even know who I would talk to about that.
Yeah.
Okay.
I probably have some.
Cool, man. Thank you. I'm probably gonna take off soon, so I'll see you later.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sounds good. Yeah, plug. Let people know if they're watching.
Oh yeah.
I'll be here for a while,
Yes.
'cause I don't have to go home and do an animal tonight. So.
Oh, really? Cool. Okay, so Brad's gonna be on pretty much for a while. So once I get off, I'm gonna direct you guys to his stream, and he's the one that fills in for me when I take days off on our channel. So I consider Brad like an extension. He has his own style, you know. He likes to scream at cops. Love it. But it's different. I'm not seeing any more questions come in. Kevin Richmond, are you guilty of anything that happened to the Indians? Do the Indians get reparations for 300 years ago? Well, that's a hard question to answer, I'll be honest with you. Am I guilty personally? No, I'm not personally guilty. Obviously, I'm not. But is it something that has happened to them and it's a fact? Yes. And is it something that has never been made amends for? Yes. Do I think that they deserve reparations of some kind? Yes. Oh, man. Hey. How you doing? Clearing? Clearing the area? You're gonna move to the side here because the medics are asking us to. So, yeah, I'd like to cover the debates for sure, but yeah, I'm gonna start scrolling up because for some reason I'm not seeing any. Are people just not commenting, or am I just not seeing the things? I'll just scroll up and try to. Somebody throw a comment down. Yep, it's down. It's down. So I'm not gonna put it on stream. What's happening? I'm not gonna put it on stream, but they are moving a man to his car. They're helping him, and that's pretty much, yeah. We're respecting his privacy, so that's why I'm not trying to hide anything. You have to respect people's privacy sometimes. So, wow. So hold on, I just kind of like restarted the thing a little bit. I don't know if, oh, there we go. Another comment. There we go. There they go. Are you a stringer? I don't know what that means. What is it? You appreciate my scene, Jason? I thought, for some reason, Jason, I thought that you were just like really like trolling, like you just really didn't. Okay, cool. Like you just really weren't about this. And it's okay if you have a different opinion than us or and everything, as long as you stay respectful and everything. So we were talking about trash earlier. You've got people taking trash. You've got all that stuff. Go back out and come back in. That's what I did. I think that's what it was. I want to know more because not many are doing live. Yeah, well, I'm here for you. As long as we can treat each other with respect and we don't call each other names and stuff, I think we can get to a place of middle ground and understanding. Let's see. Oh yeah, I know you've been commenting. I'm talking about like new comments since when I was talking. I was waiting. Paramedics are absolutely allowed in, and we've even, you know, as requested by the neighborhood, they asked for a more efficient way for vehicles to get in and everything. And so then we see that this is the barricades that have been erected, and that's the purpose of it. Is that Joey? Where? I haven't seen Joey W. If I did, I would probably say hi to him. But he wears this jacket, like the same jacket every night. So I'm guessing I would recognize him right away. You should probably switch up that jacket. He's pretty recognizable at this point. I'm a black woman streamer here in Tacoma. I plan to attend the March on DC in 2020. That's awesome. Oh wait, a stringer is more or less a freelancer that tries to show up every scene to sell their footage to the news agencies. Oh my God, I didn't even know that was a thing. No, that's not me. I can put my conversation with the ABC producer on the page if you want to see it. She literally asked me if she could use my footage for ABC, and I told her I don't think I'm comfortable with that because, you know, but then again I was like, but then again, if you're trying to show the side that I'm trying to show, the truth, then I would love for you to use my footage. I ended up letting her use like a couple videos from like the first day of Chaz, but because I felt like I was really on point with like explaining things that day and all that, and like getting everything that day. But no, I actually, if you want to talk about making money off this in any way from news agencies or anything else, I've refused people calling, like asking me. People ask me all the time, do you have Venmo or do you have Cash App? I want to donate to your thing, and I refuse to take money for this because I'm not saying ever. I mean, in the future, if you want to like subscribe and like send money so that we can do this, then that's great. But right now, this particular movement, I'm white, and I cannot even imagine trying to make a buck off even $1 off any of this. So that's where we are there. Yeah, I know they could or will twist it. We'll see. But for the most part, the stuff that I got on the first day, I feel like it's pretty hard to twist. But then again, you never know. This is the memorial, by the way, guys. This is where, you know, people come and they light candles, and there's always candles burning here. Can I ask a serious question? Are you on unemployment because bars aren't open yet? Some bars are. My bar personally it hasn't been worth it for us to reopen because we were at like 25 capacity inside, and with our bar and the way it works, it's just not financially feasible to reopen and have to pay staff and all sorts of stuff. But very soon we should be getting into phase 2 where we get to do 50%, and that will be worth it. So slow pan, please. Okay, yeah, totally. Sorry. I'll try to get real up in. You can see some used candles too here, and tea candles, all sorts of stuff that you can use to. I'll try to slow pan and I'll get in. Here you go. It is beautiful. It really is, actually, and it's sad too if you think about it. It's really sad. I'll do a slow walk all through it. I'm not looking at the chat because I'm trying to hold it at a good angle that you can see everything. Zoom in on stuff like this. It smells really nice too because of all the flowers. You can totally smell them. Ooh, it's nice. Oh, the candles too. Yeah, I guess that would also be part of it. There comes a time when silence is betrayal. A lot of these signs you can also just take if you want to march with the signs. Just take them with you. And then we can pan on the top part a little bit. Rest in power to those killed during the George Floyd rebellion, which I guess that's what we're calling it now. These are people that have died. I'm wondering if they've got people in here that were part of the lynchings. I don't know what their faces look like or even their names really, but I'm sure one day we will know their names. 8 minutes 46 seconds. There it is. See? These like hands. All right. So let's see what time it is here. We're at 11:48. I wanna have just a little bit more time to talk about anything or answer questions. So let's say I'm gonna cut it at 12:15, 12:20, and then I'm gonna peace out and get some sleep for tomorrow. I'm not sure if I'll be able to be here tomorrow, or if I'm gonna be able to, if I'm gonna have to go back to work. I'm not sure. But either way, if I'm not, then Brad will be, and he'll be on this channel. So don't worry. And Brad totally. Everyone records live streams the memorial you're looking at, but you have given us another one of your 5 senses. Thank you. I tried. Thank you. All right, let's go over here and sit for a minute so I can answer some more questions. Anyone dead from corona? Actually, even after all the protests and all this, King County still has like a 1%, I think it was 1% new cases for corona, so we're doing great. Even though we've been out here totally packed in protesting and stuff, I've only had like a 1% increase, which is pretty great. Okay, so for the third time, okay, so apparently I've missed something. Fox News keeps saying y'all are forming your own liberal police. What do you think about that? That's not true. It's not true, and I know that it's going to be hard to believe that because there's a video. I guess there's a video out there of Chaz giving guns out or something. Okay, I don't know the story behind that, but so I can't speak to that specifically. But I can tell you that there is no liberal police happening. Okay, but and please remember that Fox News also said that we're creating our own currency. Please, just think, no, it's the same stuff here. And I do apologize for always saying Fox News. I know that it is multiple like news sources. It's just that Fox News is really going crazy with it. Like they're like more than anyone is just spewing nonsense. But you're right, it is also liberal media. So I want to say that. I'll try more often to just say mainstream media instead of Fox News. But you have to understand that Fox News is probably the worst. No, Fox is not using satire. It's not satire. And to say that it is dangerous. Because even if you think it's satire, there are massive groups of like people that are threatening to come in here and kill people because they think that we're like like some sort of seceded country and we're holding people hostage. I think I've tried to dispel that as much as possible. I'm not avoiding questions about my political leanings. I'm 100%. Okay, anybody that was here like 20 minutes ago, did I not talk about how I'm not a Democrat or a Republican? I'm not a social. Well, I think socialism has some really great merits. It's hard to say. I don't generally, not to quote Ferris Bueller, but I don't believe in an ism. I hate isms in general, but I'm progressive. That's one thing I will say for sure. I'm progressive and I'm leftist. I'm leftist and I'm progressive. But I don't identify Democrat or anything like that, or socialist, communist, nothing like that. All right, let's keep going. Yeah, I'm centrist, leaning left. Okay, maybe I am. You see, I don't like to. Let me say something about that. I don't like when people rush to find what they fit into, because a lot of the time what they fit in, what they're trying to find and what they end up finding is stuff like Democrat or Republican, where, okay, well, hey, now like I could have easily been like, yeah, well, I'm a Democrat because obviously most of the time their policies will align with my progressive leanings. Sure, I could say that, but that would also pigeonhole me into having to constantly tell Republicans that they were retarded, or I don't know what I don't know what you guys do to each other, but you're constantly at each other's throats about, I said this like last night, we should all be way more focused on policies and not parties. Like if everyone, I've also said this a bunch of times. I really wish that when we voted, it was like the Pepsi challenge where you didn't see who you were voting for, you didn't know, all you knew was their policies, and then you just had to vote for their policies. Because I think that a lot of people on the right would find themselves voting left, and I think that if a lot of people on the left would find themselves voting right, and we would just realize all of a sudden that, hey, we're not that much different. You know, and we definitely don't need to dehumanize each other. So anyway, that's all there is to that. We should really oh, I know, I'm sorry. It's okay. So once again, learning and stuff, it's a really bad habit, you know, to say things like that. And it's just like, it's one of those things where, you know how, like, you know, like, was it like 20 years ago, people said the F word, and it was like, you know, it didn't really mean anything, but then we realized, oh wait, that actually does hurt people's feelings. I think we're all in that kind of mode with the R word. So, but also I was kind of saying it as like, this is what they would say to you. Like, they would be very hurtful to you by saying something like that. I don't really use that in my personal life. Yes, you're right. I'm sorry. It was more of like, they would call you that, you know. Let's see. And actually, hey, let's use this platform to make people aware. It's not good to say the R word. This is probably one of the newest in the social consciousness of, hey, we shouldn't say that type things. So let's all try to remember that it's not a good thing to say. And it is extremely offensive. It's basically the N word for mentally challenged people. So let's try to all know that, and try to practice not saying that. Let's see what else we got. Shit's popping off in Atlanta. Doesn't remind me, or doesn't surprise me. Benjamin Bottoms, you've been here a lot, so I'm gonna say what you have to say. I really want to know, why do these animals go for the personal attacks, name calling, finding any little thing to tear you down? That one gentleman was not cool. Are you talking about me? I mean, like, what people are saying to me? I'm not sure which gentleman you're talking about, and that's kind of sad because there's so many of them that I just don't know. But it's okay, you know. And the answer, I like that question. Why do these guys go for the personal attacks, name calling, finding any little thing to tear you down? Because they know that they have no real argument, you know, and they have to resort to ad hominem attacks and straw man arguments. And I've said this over and over again. You guys need to learn what those are, so you can call people out when they use them. They have no, well, there's two reasons. They have no real argument, and also they are racist. And I said it earlier during the march, but they're racist, and they can't just, they probably don't even think that they're racist, but they, you know, they can't just say, they just can't spout off with the N-word, so they got to do things like, you know, say, oh, don't these people have jobs, or, oh, you know, they probably don't shower, oh, you know, all this stuff, you know. So that's what it's about. It's a very bad vocabulary habit, the R word. Yes. Let's see. Percentage of black to white. In Seattle, white. The white percentage is about 60. Hi. Why are you taking a picture of me? I'm curious. She was taking a picture of me. Okay. That's a legal observer. So anyway. I'm 30. Shit, what was I saying? Fuck, I missed it. I lost it. Oh, percentage of black to white. 60% white, 13% black is in Seattle. Or is it 70% white? One or the other. Probably 70% white. This girl took a picture of me. I don't know why. Let's see. Where are we at here? All right, we got about 20 minutes for questions, and then I'm done for the night. I want to go home and relax. I really hope I don't have to. Ooh, shit! Didn't see this coming. Really wish I didn't have to. Did I do something wrong? Why you take a picture of me? Wait. What? Why is she? Okay, well, I guess we're in a public place. I guess I can film you too. What? This is a legal advisor, or there's a legal observer, and there's. Hey, what's up? Are you talking about the legal observer?
Exactly.
Yeah, what's up? Okay, so are you guys all having this issue?
So I think.
Oh, because let's talk about it.
I think they're worried about OPSEC, bro. You know what that means?
What's that, OPSEC?
OPSEC, alright. You're not like military brat, nothing.
No. I have no experience with the military.
Alright, see, like, I'm.
Huh? Sorry, hold on. Wait, what?
I am full of question, bro.
Okay. Well, what did she do to you that was rude?
I fucking asked for their names. They said fuck off.
They told you they said literally fuck off?
No.
Oh, okay, but they right, but they were just like ignored you.
Yes.
So I'll
dickholes.
I'll tell you what just happened to me. I was just standing over the barricade talking to my stream, you know.
Oh, kick you.
And she took a picture of me, and I was like, "Hey, why are you taking a picture of me?" And she wouldn't talk to me. She just walked away.
Completely non-violent, bro. Kill him kindness. Tell him, hey, I hope you have a good day, man.
Yeah. All right. So anyway.
Thank you for being here.
Well, she can try and dox me if she wants. I don't understand why she would do that. Have you guys had any experience with the legal observers that is negative? Because up until now, they've been all really cool.
No, the legal observers, they actually helped me get out of jail.
Yeah, they're supposed to be here for our protection, right? So the girl, I'm talking to my live stream, right? And she like takes a picture of me, like very obviously, and I was like, okay, that's fine. We're in a public place. I was like, can you tell me why you're taking a picture of me? Am I doing something wrong? Like, and she just walks, she just won't talk to me. I'm like, okay, I guess I'll film you too since we're in public. And then she just literally won't talk to me. I'm like,
hey,
are we all on like the same side? I don't understand.
You gotta be careful with undercovers too. There are a lot of undercover people and other people trying to instigate shit.
Oh, really?
Yeah, how do you know?
So you think that it's possible that she could be like not even a legal observer and just somebody that like was walking around? I mean, she's got the green things, right? I don't know.
It's really weird that she would be taking photos of you like that.
I mean, I wasn't being rude. I was like, well, can you just tell me if I'm doing anything wrong? Like,
hey, is this live?
It is live, yeah.
No offense, you're not even wearing anything flashy.
I know. I was wearing an American flag mask earlier, and I took it off and changed this one because somebody got offended they were Native American. I didn't think about it that way before, so I decided I won't do that anymore.
Can I read the chat, bro?
I guess. Get her
face.
I mean,
why not, right? You're out here, I see you.
You can also follow me if you want. It's concrete reporting.
I don't have that.
But yeah, I mean, I could get.
So fast,
they want me to go get her face, but I'm like, I mean, I don't want to be an asshole either. So.
Is it alright if I just trail you?
Sorry. Thanks for talking to me. Well, actually, I'm actually trying to talk and answer some questions. That just happened, and I was trying to figure out what was going on. No, you're good.
Just observe.
You're good. All right. So what are legal observers? They're supposed to be. Actually, you know what? You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna find a different legal observer, somebody that can talk to me. That's what I'll do.
Hey guys. What's out tonight?
Sorry, I had to find somebody. Hold on, I'm gonna find another legal observer. Oh, there's Brad. Hey, Brad. I want to tell Brad what just happened to me and see if it's happened to him too. Okay, so let me tell you what just happened.
Okay.
Are you still on your stream?
Yeah.
Okay, so I don't care if you put me on.
No.
But yeah, so I was standing over there by the barricades, right? And I was just sorry. You're good. I'm sorry.
James.
What was that?
Now the yell is James.
James? No, we're not James. No, sorry.
I got some questions for you, but I'll come in.
No worries. Yeah, so, okay, I'm standing over there by the barricade, and I'm just talking to my stream, whatever, and this legal observer very obviously kind of puts her phone up like this and just starts taking a picture. I'm like, okay, you know. I was like, hi. I, like, waved at her, and I was like, why are you taking my picture? And I was like, and then she just kind of, like, walked away, and I was like, I kind of, like, walked after her. I was like, hey. And I came over to her, and as I came over, she had her phone out, and it was my picture, and she was like sending it to somebody or something.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I don't know what the fuck that was about, right? And so I was like, hey, can you just tell me why you were taking my picture? You know, like, did I do something wrong? You know, like, was I not, you know, in the right place or something like that? And she just wouldn't talk to me. She just like walked away, very like, it was kind of rude. Like, I mean, yeah, like I've never, like all the legal observers I've talked to so far have been really nice. So I was thinking maybe I could find another one and say, hey, why would she do that? You know, that kind of thing. I'm gonna use this because just like you're right. It's,
yeah, I mean, I just feel like
it's definitely.
Someone's gonna thank you for
thank you for cleaning up.
Volunteering, cleaning up the space. No, I know.
And we try to thank all of them. Yeah.
I'm not just thinking.
Yeah, no, I know you're not
But,
just thanking me. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a collective effort. Yeah, thanks for being out here.
Yeah, no, I really
Go find her together. I don't want to harass this woman.
It's my honor to be out here. I couldn't be here for the tear gassing and I would be alright. Yeah, I'm alright with that.
Cool. So Ian and I were just chatting with volunteers who's helping clean up.
I'm gonna go try and find a legal observer though. I really wanna ask somebody like what that was about. Like I'm not like worried. I just really want to know why, you know, like, and that's okay. We're in a public place. I can, you know, you can take my picture, but like I'm here every day, like, you know what I mean? At this point, you should really know that, you know, I'm just media. This is why I want a badge. See? This is why I want a fucking media badge, guys.
Wild to get John.
I do have every right to ask, and she has every right to not answer me. I mean, she doesn't have to answer me for anything. Okay, I see some legal observers over there, and I want to like, but I can't tell if she's in there, and I don't want to ask them if she's like standing right there. It's a license to train. Somebody trained on law who are there to be neutral observers, right? Oh no, we're like Brad. That's what Brad was talking about yesterday. He was saying that that's what. Sorry, not yesterday. Earlier, he was saying that he was going to print out some media badges for us. And man, I really want to find some legal observers. This is like, it's going to bother me. I talked to them. This thing just does not fit very well on my. This doesn't fit very well on my pack. I'm gonna need to get some sort of tape or something. Okay, so here we go. We're gonna go ask.
Thank you. Oh, I
Can I ask you guys a question?
Mm-hmm.
So one of your fellow legal observers just took a picture of me, and it's totally fine. We're in public, and I just wanted to know kind of like if I was doing anything wrong. And so no, yeah, and so like she wouldn't tell me why she was taking my picture, and then when I went up to ask her, she was like sending it to somebody.
All of our stuff is confidential, and we're not posting it or anything.
Okay. Well, when I walked up to her, she literally had the picture and was sending it to somebody. So, and I just wanted to know because if I was doing something wrong, I want to know so I can not do that. You know.
I don't know. So.
Okay. All right. I just was wondering if there was a reason why somebody would take a picture of me like that and just like walk away without talking to me.
We're just here to keep an eye on things.
Okay. Sure. I mean, I know that I wasn't doing it wrong, so I'm not really worried. But I don't understand. You know, like I'm just trying to get a better understanding. You know.
Yeah, I couldn't tell you.
Okay.
No.
Sure. All right. Thank you.
Yeah.
I appreciate it. Okay. So, well, to my couple thousand people watching, obviously they don't want to answer my questions, which is fine. So, you know, they could easily. Oh, look, hold on. I think we're doing a march. Okay, hold on. Man, oh, so she. Okay, so by the way, I don't know if you noticed, I didn't get her face, but the one right behind. No. She was standing right behind her, and I saw her. I saw the one that took the picture of me, like I saw the one that took the picture of me like lean in behind her and say something, and I was like, I can see you. He's like, she's literally telling her don't say anything to him. I'm like, what is happening? I didn't film them because I was literally trying to be very respectful of their whole thing. Like I was trying to be very respectful of not like getting them on camera, which is clearly more than they have more. But I mean, I handled that pretty well, right? Like she didn't like. I mean, I wasn't rude, right?
It is okay, but I just need niggas know.
Damn it. It's really gonna bother me now. I don't know. It's weird. I know it is an odd situation. I got Brad here again. I don't know. I was literally just standing there, and it just bugs me, I guess. You know.
If you want to read that, you're more than welcome to.
Okay. Thank you. Okay, I'm reading a mod chat that. Hold on. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So, you guys are literally just talking about what I'm talking about in this chat. So, here you go, Brad. Brad's smart. He has a second phone for messaging people. I don't do that. I just.
By the way, if you have a second device.
I just use chat heads with the Facebook thing. You know, the chat heads. You can do it with while you're streaming. You can like go in there and then it won't stop your stream.
What?
Yeah, if you turn on chat heads with Facebook.
I don't even know if that's a iPhone thing. I'll have to look.
Oh, it is. Yeah,
okay. Well,
it's just the little bubbles.
Anyways, if you're interested, like I set up tethering, so if for some reason you have a second device and you're interested in it, like you can bring it and
that's
then you
cool.
can hook up because it's a ton of data. And it didn't cost me that much more.
So, do you want to hear what just happened to me? I went and tried to ask him.
Oh, I'm gonna do this.
Oh, go ahead. Go. Yeah. Sorry, I didn't realize that Brad was in the middle of doing some sort of. Let's see what Brad's doing. I should have put it on camera. Somehow I'm way more polite than they are. I don't know. But it's so funny because the first second when I said, "Can I ask you a question?" She was real. She was real open and nice. And then when the other girl leaned in and was like said something behind her, she was like she closed right up, and I was like, "Yeah, I know it just happened." Are you doing an interview?
Yeah.
Okay. I'll just quietly watch. Yeah, put it for these viewers too. Okay, so Brad's gonna do an interview, and this is one of the girls from the march earlier. So I'm just gonna kind of piggyback on this, stay quiet, and let Brad take care of it.
I've got a shirt if you want.
This is live, yes. I know they are here to protect the rights, and I don't know why. That's why I'm like, why would you like? I don't understand why you would take a picture of me like I'm like on the other side that you got to take a picture, and I don't. Okay, what am I wearing? Am I wearing? Hold on, blue plaid shirt. Got my mask is like it's not even a flag mask anymore. It's a flamingo mask. I don't know, you know.
I promise.
I have a hat on. I don't know.
Oh.
Thank you. I tried.
Actually, I found it.
Thank you for doing this.
Of course, I'm just gonna get ready for it.
She screened you. Got to screen her. I know. Hey, Colette. We're gonna let this girl put a mask on so she can feel more comfortable.
No, I think I don't have any specific questions. I think people just, like I said, they've been watching the past couple of nights and they just want to hear your voice and.
I don't really know what to say, but
no, you just say whatever you're feeling, and however long. If it's 30 seconds long, if it's 5 minutes long, whatever.
Okay.
Yeah, go ahead.
Alright, so my name is Cola, for those of you who obviously don't know me. We're out here in Seattle, Washington, and I would say I live quite a ways away. I live just a little over 3 hours, so I drove all the way out here just to be a part of this movement. I enjoy being out here. I enjoy being out here with my brothers and my sisters. You know, I got friends out here, and it's really powerful because I've never seen or experienced anything like this in my life before. I never thought I would. You know, a lot of people that are different color
like white, you could be Latino, you can be Dominican, you know, it doesn't matter. So many different races, people of different color have been out here supporting. I never thought people would actually care about black people. So that's kind of nice to see that everyone stands for what we believe in, is to end racism. We want to put a stop to police brutality because they're taking advantage of people of color. There's really no explanation and there's really no answer to why black people are looked at as a threat. Where did that even come from? So that's a question that'll probably never be answered. Now, for us to make a difference, you got to be out here, you got to be protesting, because the more people we have, the better. I'm out here to have help put a stop to the police brutality, people to stop killing. I mean, look what's behind me. Look at all this. This is crazy. This stuff out here behind me should not be here right now. We have buildings boarded up. We have buildings tagged. Not just here in the autonomous zone, but all throughout the city. Just to show that we are strong and we are going to have our voices heard. I think it's a powerful movement. We got kids out here protesting. I even have my little one out here with me. Hence the march. I did not bring her on the march, so I got a babysitter for that. But just to be out here in the streets, and if you don't know what it's like being out here in the autonomous zone, let me tell you, it's a strong movement. It's a different kind of presence. So many people are out here that are respectful. They're nice. Don't be afraid to bring your kids out here. Let them see. Let them know that, you know, what they experience as being little, what changes we're about to make, because it's going to be huge for the future. Honestly, kids shouldn't have to be out here protesting. They shouldn't have to be out here making signs. Black Lives Matter. Kids need to worry about kid things, and, you know. But hey, it's in all reality. It's what's going on. You know, if you want to know what it's like to be out here, people are out here tagging buildings or spray painting stuff. We got people out here that are giving out free food, water, snacks, whatever you need. People are out here camping. They got all their tents out. We got medical stuff. We also have like different vendors, people coming from different parts of the states just to be out here. And like even as far as Montana and even further. So, you know, it's really reaching, and I hope that it just grows bigger and bigger, and I'll continue to come out here as many times as I have to, just to be a part of this movement, because it is important. You know, I really do want to see a change. I really do want to see a stop to police brutality, because innocent people should not have to die. And people are saying all lives matter. Like, no, it's all lives can't matter until black lives do. And in my head, I really think like these police out here are really trying to target black people, and it's like, call me crazy, but it's like they want us to be extinct or some shit. That's the kind of shit that goes through my head. I'm like, what the fuck are they thinking they're doing? You know? So it really makes me wonder, but we have a whole community. We have people of different race, people of different colors standing together as one. You know, we out here, we're going on the freeway, stopping traffic, and to see people get out of their cars and come into our zone of protesting is powerful. I seen an older white lady. She had a huge sign that said Black Lives Matter, and she was crying because she said this shit needs to stop, as she held up her sign.
That was on the interstate?
That was on the interstate.
I got that whole interaction. It was great.
Yo,
I'll send it to you. It was amazing. I started to like tear up, honestly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's a powerful thing, because, you know, we just want to live. We all want to be safe. We all want to be peaceful. people are pissed off. I'm pissed off. And at the same time, like, it needs to end. This shit's crazy. It really is. I'm not sure what else I really want to say besides, you know, you guys want to come out here, make the trip, make it worth it, because, you know, this is once in a lifetime kind of thing, and who's to say what's going to happen after this? I'm pretty sure it's going to be in a new fucking Guinness Book of World Records shit. It might be in the brand new history book shit. I don't know. But I can't wait to see it change, because the future is coming, and we are the future. We are what's going to make the change. And right now, you may not hear, but people are still out here protesting. It's damn near like 11 o'clock probably. So we're out here. We don't get tired. If you want to come join us, come join us. Be a part of the movement. Don't be scared. You know, I come out here, I speak in front of hundreds of people. I still get nervous, and I'm cool with it. You gotta speak from your heart. You gotta know like what this is about, and like, you know, just don't be scared. Say what you gotta stand for. Come out here, show your love, you know. So don't, you know, just be a part of it. That's all I gotta say. Sure, I don't know what else to say after that. Hey.
No, that's perfect.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Yeah. Thank you.
I don't have any questions.
No. How do I get in contact with you so I can send you that video?
I've got it.
You got it already? Okay,
Yeah,
cool.
yeah,
So we're good. Well, we kind of do similar stuff, so so I'll get it from him.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, definitely.
Travel safe.
Thank you. And wait, where did you say you were from again?
I came from the Tri-Cities.
Tri-Cities, that's right.
Yeah.
You said that earlier at the police
Yeah.
station. I remember that. Yeah, okay.
This is like my second time being out here. I was out here for a couple of days, and I had to drive back. I had to get my little one. I turned around. I came back again a second time, and I even had friends who came from Tri-Cities all the way over here just to be a part of this movement. So, you know, to really have our voices heard, you need to get your friends, get your loved ones, tell them what this is about. Tell them why you stand for what you stand on. You know, what you're standing for. Get their friends and their friends and their friends. You know, this is networking. We really want people to come out here. We want this to grow as big as possible. Because, you know, we don't get tired, we're not gonna stop. You know, you gotta be ready. You know, it's like, are you ready to lose a friend? Are you ready to lose a family member? Are you ready to lose a paycheck? Are you ready to lose some followers on Twitter, on Instagram, on Facebook, or whatever, because you stand for what you believe in? I had my aunt flipping me shit about why the fuck I'm out here. Bitch, I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. I'm black and I'm proud. I've only been black my whole life. And I've been the only black person in my school growing up. And I fucking hated that shit. I hated it so much because I had people making fun of me. I had people treating me like shit. I've had to deal with cops. You know, fuck the police. They want to treat me like shit. Why? Because I'm black? Why do I get treated like shit? And you know what? It hurts me even more to not only get treated like shit by the police, but to know that my brothers are out there and they get it like 10 times worse. So if I think I have it bad, I know they're getting it way worse than me. I've sat here, I've had to deal with the police trying to make me get down on the ground while I'm pregnant and in handcuffs. What the fuck kind of shit is that? And they weren't even there for me, but they want to question me. But really, is it absolutely necessary to put a pregnant woman in handcuffs and make her get down on the ground? Fuck that shit. I'm not having it. So I'm ready to, you know, part ways with my aunt trying to tell me I gotta find some other family. I don't give a shit. Bitch, you fucked up in the head. Because I know what I stand in, I know what I believe in. I'm not the only one a part of my family being out here. I got my own sister standing with me. I got my niece. So it's all good. I got my brothers. It is all good. I don't care. Because I have people who want to sit here and they want to fight and they want to have their voices heard for what we all believe in. That's my family. Because if you ain't with us, then you are against us. And that's it. You know, I said what I said.
Cool. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you so much for your time.
Definitely.
Are you heading back to Tri-Cities now, or?
Oh no, I'm gonna head out to like a spot real quick. I'm gonna crash. Yeah, no, I'll be out here tomorrow.
Okay, cool. Sweet.
Yeah, I'll be out here tomorrow.
We'll see you marching tomorrow probably then.
I'm gonna probably leave by 1 p.m. at the latest.
Okay.
I'll connect though, and I'll get someone's clipping that
Yeah.
footage. So I'll send you a message, and I can get your contact info.
I'll get Kate to clip it. That moment earlier on the freeway.
Yeah, I've got someone clipping mine.
Oh, do you?
So.
Okay, cool. Yeah, it was awesome. It was a great moment. Yeah.
You guys have a good night.
You too. Yeah. That was cool. She was great. Okay. Damn, dude. It still bothers me, that whole legal observer thing.
You were able to contact.
All right. Yeah. Okay. So now I can tell you the story. Okay. So what happened is I went over there and there was like a group of them, and I thought that the one that took a picture of me was in there, and I wasn't sure. So I walked up and I talked to one girl. It wasn't the same girl that took a picture, and I said, "Hey, can I ask you a question real quick?" And she's like, real nice, like, "Yeah, sure. What's up?" And then as I'm starting to talk, the other girl leans in behind her, says something I can't hear, and then she closes up real hard. Like she's like, "Well, we don't have to answer questions. I'm like, I know you don't have to answer questions. Like, I'm just trying to say, like, I literally, my whole thing was so humble. I was like, dude, like, I just want to know if I did something wrong. I want to know so that I can not do that in the future, So, like, I'm just wondering why why would a legal observer take a picture? And she just, I couldn't tell you the whole time. Isn't that weird? Yeah, what? And when I walked up to the girl that took the picture of me originally, she had her phone down like this, and I walked up to her and I was like, "Hey, I'm sorry, did I do something wrong?" And I could see the picture of me, and she was sending it to somebody.
Yeah.
Wouldn't that freak you out a little bit?
Yeah.
But they're supposed to be there for us, right? They're supposed to be our, objective. Yeah, they're supposed to, they like the ACLU and stuff brings them in. Just to, like, anytime there's an interaction with the cops, they keep it all legal. I just don't get it, and it's gonna bother me, man. I don't like not knowing things. This is why I think I'd be a good reporter.
Yeah, no, I think that's why we vibe.
Oh, totally. Yeah.
I like that. If I don't know how a process works, I'm like, okay, I need to know how a process works.
Maybe I could ask like one of the medics. Like Frank is cool with me.
Maybe.
I might be able to talk to the medics. I'll try that. All right.
I'm gonna try and see if they're still marching.
Okay, cool. Yeah, Brad's gonna try and go see the march. I'm gonna see if I can talk to my buddy Frank, who is well, he's not exactly my buddy, but he helped me. He helped me recently, yesterday or the other day, and I would like to see if I could maybe talk to him. Okay. I don't know. I really don't know what's going on. Maybe documenting me as a streamer, that's fine too, but I don't mind that. I would just wish that she would say something about it. If she could just tell me that that's what she was doing, like, it's so strange, it's a really, really strange situation. It's so weird. I don't know. I've like I said, I've only had good experiences with legal observers so far. I haven't had any negative. Oh, dude, Derek, Small Gamer, you're here, okay? Small, I'm guessing you might have me up on your feed. Have you heard what I've been talking about the whole legal observer thing? Or do you have any information that might help me figure stuff out here? Like, why that happened, or... Like, I literally, okay, you guys can see my stream. I was standing there, just like, this isn't a giant thing. It's gonna bother me, you know what I mean? I could probably let it go and never have to deal with it again, but a legal observer is somebody who, they basically just observe. They stand around, they watch, they take notes, I guess they take pictures, and they document everything, and they're supposed to be hired by, like, ACLU and civil rights groups for, like, interactions with police, so they've been here for a while, so if the police came and there was like a conflict, they would document the whole thing so that legally you'd know exactly what would happen. Yeah, and the whole time she did walk away from me. The whole time she pretended like I didn't exist, and then she pretended like I didn't exist, and then she just like kept walking away. And I was really polite, right? Like anybody that was here, I was super polite, right? I wasn't a dick. I was just asking, like, hey, I need to know, did I do something wrong? I have been blocking every troll. I have a team of mods dedicated to doing that. I'm not gonna bug the medic guys right now because they're... Contact them. What am I supposed to do? Contact them. Like, I already asked the girl, and I think that if I had gotten her away from the other one, that she might have even told me. That's why I was like wondering if I could like find another legal observer somewhere else that was like separated, and I could. But now I fucked it up for three of them, because now she said that all of them. I mean, I'm guessing that there's it's so weird. I'm guessing that they probably have their own like little group that they probably communicate in, and maybe that she was like sending him a picture of the group. But you would do that if you were going to be like, watch out for this guy, right? Like, why would you do that? I'm not doing anything. It's gonna drive me nuts. See, did Small Gamer respond to me? Derek? Did Derek respond? No. Yeah, it's called whack-a-troll. That's what we do. I just don't get it. I just don't get it. Maybe. Actually, I'm thinking about this. I had my mask off when she started taking the picture, and when she looked at me, I was kind of like, and she got the picture, I think, before I got my mask back on. I was like putting my mask back on. Maybe it's something that they do, that like when they see people without masks, like they take a picture of their face, so that later on, if they put the mask on and they try to like raise hell, that you know, then they have a picture. That's like the most logical thing I can think now, as an explanation. Whack-a-troll. That's what I call it. Most of the people are in the field. Let's walk through the field and see if I can find like a legal observer or something. Here's your concert. I mean, okay, think about it. There's got to be, they have to have legal observers over here, right? Probably. I mean, there's a lot of people over here. You would think there would be at least a couple, right? Or a lot of people are in the field. And it's also, a lot of people are on, I don't know if you noticed, but they were doing a march around the station. So that was happening. Did I take her pic? I didn't take her pic. No, I mean, at least I don't think I did. I'm just like walking around with my camera like I always do. You know, I can't think of anything out of the ordinary. Whack-a-troll, like whack-a-mole. That looks fun. Like whack-a-mole, whack-a-troll. It's just a dumb joke. Yeah. Oh, I'm not going back. I'm not going back in those 10 area. That's like the ultimate. That's the ultimate violation of privacy, to go back there and just like film where people are sleeping with their tents. That's why I'm not doing it. Was it an infrared camera? Wow, that's a good. No, I don't think it was, because when I walked over and I saw her, like picture, it looked like just a normal picture of my face. Hey, how's it going?
You've been running your live feed this whole time, yeah?
I have, yeah.
You've been crushing it, yeah?
Yeah, I've seen you too. I've seen you around too.
Yeah. Well, you guys doing all right? You doing pretty good?
Yeah, pretty good. It's Concrete Reporting on Facebook. I don't know if you've heard of it. We're on Woke a lot. And you probably know Woke. Yeah. It's on Twitch. Yeah.
I am. That's because of Roger. You kind of mentioned Twitch, and I looked at it once. I don't know much about it.
I'm assuming you don't care if your faces are on camera, right?
No,
okay, cool.
I've been 5 days now. I've been in the same.
Right. That's what I figured. Yeah.
We've been doing like a lot of interviews and shit like that, so it's been good.
Yeah. I've noticed.
You had a lot of viewers though. You had, I mean, it looked like 500 to 600 people at one point.
That was just on this feed. Then on Woke, there's like 2,000, and then on some of my other friends streamers, they're like 500, 600. So.
That's incredible, man.
Yeah. I mean, it's just, we're just trying to show what's happening. Are you guys from here? Or are you like? Okay. So you're doing your own independent news kind of thing too,
exactly.
Right? Okay, cool.
The same narrative, like Sasha on major media, and he's the.
Yeah, it's basically just like dispel all the lies.
Absolutely.
Right? Yeah.
And the whole live stream thing is amazing, because it's like, no, there's no doctoring or editing. It's got out of the car. You can say, we literally followed us from getting out of the car.
Exactly.
Walking in and out of the barricades.
Yep.
Touring the entire facility.
It's the same thing I do. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Isn't it great? Like every one of us kind of had this same idea. Like, this is bullshit. We got to expose it, you know. And we just came out here and did it.
I guarantee you're getting responses too. Like I've had people from like the UK, Australia.
Oh, definitely, yeah.
They're like, hey, we had no idea, man. We thought you guys were like
all the time
under some dictatorship over in Seattle.
There's a lot of times that like right wingers or like people will like message me and be like, hey, thank you for opening my eyes. You know, I might not agree with it, but now I know that you guys don't necessarily deserve to be come at with the military or whatever. Right. So like, and I always try to like take screenshots and put that on the page. So it'll be like, hey, this is why we do what we do, that kind of thing. Yeah. What's your? Why don't I plug your stream? What is it?
Yeah, it was just actually came off my Facebook, which is CJ Halliburton.
CJ Halliburton.
Don't give me too much grief for the name. Immediately you're gonna say something.
I held my tongue. Yeah, right. Halliburton.
So Thanksgiving with Dick Cheney or anything. It's
that
just
should be easy.
Halliburton, and much the same. Man, we've got probably, 5 or 6.
We hit 350 tonight.
Which is great.
Yeah.
Which is awesome.
So, I find that the more you do it, the more it just kind of snowballs, you know, especially if you connect with other streamers and, you know, you can like kind of share viewers because
I have no idea how to do it either.
Really?
I'm just figuring it out as we're
okay,
going.
you said CJ Halliburton, right?
Yeah.
I'll add you and I'll kind of connect you to because we have a whole streaming network of like, and then it's actually even cooler because we have like the network of streamers and like kind of independent reporters that have just popped up. But then you also have this like really cool network of like immunocompromised people that can't leave their houses but they want to help, so they're like they're listening to like cop scanners, they're watching TV traffic cameras. Like if we get like an unverified report of like Proud Boys in the area, they can like search the traffic cameras and see if they're there. You know, it's weird. They're kind of like our handlers, you know. Like so I'll try to get you connected into that. Yeah.
Because I'm heading down to LA on Saturday, and I know the guy that I'm going down there, my buddy that lives down there with his family, like he's been really active in like the protests down there. And so I'm curious if anybody has any ideas to like stuff going on in LA this Saturday, Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday. Anything going on, let me know. Like,
sure.
I'll definitely go ahead and get on film down there, turn on the camera, and kind of see.
I definitely try to get Juneteenth tomorrow. Juneteenth is going to be big tomorrow.
Here?
Yeah. Wait, did you say you're going to LA tomorrow?
Saturday.
Saturday. Okay, so yeah, I would definitely try to get the march tomorrow because it's Juneteenth. It's the anniversary of the end of slavery, the last day of slavery or whatever.
End of slavery.
Yeah. So that's going to be a big thing. They have a procession order, so they want the white people to kind of like be in a certain place, and they want some of the other people of color that aren't black to be in a certain place, and they just want to have it organized like that. So maybe pay attention to that. And I think it might be a silent march too. So.
Okay. This is starting here.
I am not 100%, and I have to do some research. But if I find that, I'll send it to your thing too. Yeah. Yeah, we need as many people like us as possible out here because as many angles as you can get, you know.
Yeah. Oh, incredible.
Ian. Yeah, and it's concrete reporting on Facebook Live.
Awesome. Yeah, man, hit me up, please.
Yeah.
CJ Halliburton. It's not gonna be hard to remember.
Sure. Yeah, Halliburton, just like the company.
Just
it's CJ.
But nothing like the company.
Yeah, but nothing like the company.
Right.
Let me ask you something before you go. Can I ask you? Do you get people kind of like suspicious of you because of the way that you guys look? Okay. I'll be 100% honest with you. When I first saw you guys around a couple days ago, and I saw you had the microphone and everything, I was like, I wonder what slant that publication has, you know, like you just like, you know, I think that we all kind of have these like predetermined judgments of each other, and I'm really glad that you talked to me because I got a chance to really talk to you, like and get to know who you are.
I had so many people approach us. That's why we got most of our interviews.
Yeah.
Interviews with people like looking over the shoulder, like where you guys broadcasting to, what's going on, and it was really like, I'm a big white guy. You know?
Yeah.
You know, and they're like, oh, Andy's got a microphone. You see a lot of people with microphones.
Yeah. I did notice that too. Yeah.
That was what I wanted. Is like a ticket in. Like, all right, cool. Like,
I like that.
Really
you should make some media badges for yourselves. That's what I'm about to do with one of my fellow streamers. So we can get some media badges. The one that we made actually has a QR code, so you can scan it with your phone and it goes right to the Concrete Reporting Facebook page.
Really?
It's pretty cool. Yeah, that's a good way that you can just be like, here, scan my badge, and then yeah.
I gotta pick your brain because there's so much stuff.
Absolutely, man. I saw your microphone. I was like, wow, I respect that setup. You know, so
it's scary because that's when people are like, what are you doing with the microphone?
Yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah. Luckily, you're way bigger than me, so I think that I feel a lot more to worry about.
I'm not gonna lie, like I feel that energy too. And people are like,
yeah.
If he does turn out to be an angry militant white man, maybe we can set up the guy we want to mess with.
Yeah.
A couple people stop and ask. I was told not to walk in the mirror. I was like, excuse me, and he was like, I was like, no. I'm like, what did you say?
Can I ask you one more question? This is actually really relevant to something I just experienced. Have you had any the legal observers coming up?
Yeah.
All around. They're supposed to be here for our protection, you know, obviously. Yeah. Have you ever had them come up and just take pictures of you?
A lot.
Really?
A lot.
Okay, thank you. I'm so glad I'm talking to you right now.
Every time we talk to people, you see them walking up and they'll snap some shots. And a lot of times
they just expect you to be doing something.
Yeah, they do this whole, like, they'll be behind all of a sudden someone will step out, stab a shit. I'm looking right at you. Like,
I know. And do you try to ask them about it?
No, I asked them if I could talk to them, and they immediately kind of walk away.
They just walk away without talking, like you don't exist, right?
They want nothing to do with us. And I'm like, I wonder what your agenda really is.
Yeah. It made me uncomfortable, you know, because I'm just standing here doing, like, I'm trying to record everything, you know. Obviously, I feel like I'm the last person that might be causing a problem, you know.
Right.
I'm documenting shit. I wanted to be like, here, take my feed. You can see 6 hours of me doing this shit.
What is their
you know?
stance? Like, where are they? What is the?
From what I understand, they like. Citizen organizations like the ACLU, they will hire them to come in and just keep watching everything, like anything, any interaction with a cop, anything. They're supposed to like document it. And I was thinking that, you know, I had my mask off when she got my picture, so maybe they try and take pictures of people like with their face when they get a chance, so that later if you mask up and you try and cause hell, you know, that they have your face. Maybe that's the only logical thing I can think of, because it was so weird and really kind of rude.
Really, right?
Yeah, and it just made me uncomfortable, man. You know,
I don't mind like being on camera. My face is way too big to hide. Like, I have a big ass head.
You're not even masked up. You don't care.
I'm
Yeah.
just like, what? And it's easy to see. What blew me away was I was looking at some of the footage I took from Bellevue 2 weeks ago. And I was thinking about, I wasn't looking at that footage. I was looking at my Google Photos, right? You go in there, check that out, right? And I was trying to find a friend of mine, and I started seeing all these, you know, you can look through the albums, and you can look at places and people.
Yeah.
I had just like probably 100 different people that popped up, and they were random people in the crowd from the live stream I did. It just pulled faces out of the crowd.
That's so weird. That's creepy as hell.
And so I'm like, I don't know these people. Then I watched where I went into the picture, and it was like someone on the other side of the crowd that just happened to have no mask on that was looking. And there was like 100 people, but like that one face. And I was like, man, that's crazy.
It's
like,
really creepy.
So then I kind of understood with some of the volunteers, like, I don't want my face on camera, but I'm like, I guarantee it's on camera somewhere.
I feel like if the Leo observers, if they come up and like snap a picture of me, I was actually really, really polite and didn't. Even when I walked up to, okay, so I didn't tell you. Sorry. I know I'm keeping you here, but
no, dude, that's what we came here.
Okay,
for.
So there was a second. So she just walked away from me, and as I walked up to her, and I was trying to be like, hey, like, why are you taking my picture? Did I do something wrong? Like, you know, like, let me know so I can not do it again.
Right.
And I see her with her phone. It's me. It's the picture of me, and she's sending it to somebody. And I'm like, okay, that's even fucking weirder, right?
Really?
You know, I'm like, I don't know if you're sending it to like an archive or something. I don't know what, but.
Or she's into some weird fetish.
But then so then she leaves. She just walks away completely. And I was like, okay. And I find it. And so later on, I find another group of Leo observers. She ended up being in there. I didn't notice. And I walk up to the first girl, not the same girl as the beginning. And I was like, hey, you know, like, can I ask you a question? She was like, actually, like, okay, yeah, sure, what? And I was like, a girl took a picture of me earlier, a legal observer, and I'm wondering why she would do that. As I'm saying this, the girl from the first one that took my picture, she leans in behind her. I can't hear what she's saying, but she leans in. As soon as she did, the other girl like closed up. She was like, she was like, no, well, we don't really have to answer questions. And I know you don't have to answer questions.
Right.
I'm being really polite. I'm like, can you just tell me if I did something wrong?
Yeah.
Like, I would just like to know so that I can not do that again if that's what I did. Just nothing. Just like, nope. Sorry, can't tell you. Yeah, like it's just so fucking weird. And now I'm like, maybe I could find one out here and just and just get them. Yeah, maybe I can find one legal observer out here.
Find you.
Yeah, and just
sneak up on them.
And
well,
just,
that's what I get a lot
yeah.
of this one. You probably get it too. You know, people that do this one, they just loom over your shoulder.
Yeah.
Like they just do this one and loom.
Yeah, they're just like, yeah. And I'm like, yeah, I got like 500 people here. You want to say hi? What's going on? You know, like,
give me some space.
Yeah.
I had like
breathing on your neck.
Yeah.
We had like a line of people behind us. Like,
yeah, I'm sure you get it too. Like once you get that mic, everyone's either wants the chance.
Oh yeah, the mic will draw people for sure.
Or it like gets people to like.
Yeah. I started putting this on because well, the other streamer that I coordinate with, he has one too, and so he thinks that if we wear these, that maybe we just like get like fucked with a little bit less, or
I
like.
thought you were part of the moderators for the event.
Exactly. Yeah. So we do communicate with it, but if people just assume that, I'm not going to correct them. You know, I'm not going to pose as anything. But I mean, like, but if you don't want to fuck with me because you think I'm one of the guards or whatever, that's cool with me too. You know.
We were just trying to follow the last march, and then we lost it because a guy stopped us and he was like, "Hey, let me ask you a few questions." Yeah, what's up? And he was like, "What do you think of all this?" And I gave him my opinion, my honest opinion. I was like, "What's changed a lot over the last week that we've been out here covering stuff?" And then he was like, "So, in the military, are you a cop?" And he just subtly slid it in there because he asked about the police. What do you think about the police leaving? And I was like, well, it probably didn't go far. I mean, there's another precinct there. I mean, it's not like it disappeared. You know, and then immediately he was like, oh, so you're a cop? And I was like, why would?
Yeah, I think.
No.
I think people are just making split second, like snap judgments by your parents and stuff like that.
He didn't believe it at all. He's like, No,
Yeah.
I don't believe you.
I actually, so I work at a tiki bar, so I have a large collection of Hawaiian shirts. It's most of my wardrobe. I had to stop wearing them.
You work at a tiki bar, that's a smart choice.
Yeah, right.
That's a clever wardrobe choice.
Yeah. So I'm like, okay, now people are gonna think I'm a Proud Boy, so I stopped wearing the Hawaiian shirts as much as I can. And I was wearing a flag mask today. Took that off today because I was like, you know, it offended somebody that was Native American. I didn't really think about that before, and that's what we're here for, right? To learn about things and adjust our behavior, right?
Yeah.
So now I'm just learning that it's this for split second perception judgments are really important because people are coming up to me all the time about my mask and like it's like I don't want that kind of attention. I want the focus to be on you,
Absolutely.
you know, in front of the camera.
Absolutely. Do you try to field questions while when they pop up?
Oh yeah, absolutely. Actually, I have a group of people, like moderators, the people that just really wanted to help with the stream, and I just basically deputized them to get the trolls the fuck out.
Man,
because
that's amazing.
yeah, there's like 6 or 7 of them, and they're on it like every day, just like I call it whack a troll. They're just like it's like the Hydra. You block one and 6 more pop up.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Like
totally.
so.
Just treat it with kindness.
Yeah, exactly.
Kindness, yeah. Try.
It's only the trolls. See, I think that one reason why my stream is so popular is that I'll block the trolls, the people that are just coming there to make noise and just cause disruption and say, oh, these people should die, or death threats, anything like all lives matter, just Trump 2020 over and over again, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
But then the people, like I make it a point so that they know that the right-wing people and people that might not share my opinion, they're welcome to come in and actually try and talk and try to, like, maybe we can understand each other and come to a middle ground, because I think that the media really kind of tries to divide us to the point where we dehumanize each other.
Absolutely.
You know, and so I want this to be like a complete opposite of that. Like that's kind of like what I want to do. You know.
That's great that you got that network of people to help support you in that motion too.
Yeah, and all my mods get that too.
Honestly, it sounds very confusing.
Yeah, well, I mean, there's a lot of disagreement. People argue, but as long as they don't call each other like shitty names and like, you know, like and like there's been a lot of good come from it. I like a lot of conservatives that don't really get to talk to liberals a lot, or people on the right that don't get to talk to people on the left a lot. And then maybe you can realize, you know, hey, we're not so different, really.
No,
you know?
that's amazing. And
Yeah.
I have a good friend of mine that I grew up with who actually, he was a federal agent for a while, but this was his home station, like the 12th precinct, back when he was a police officer.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and so he's been following the feed from the jump. And he had some, at first, it was awesome to see his viewpoint change. He was like, man, I talked to a lot of my alumni, or whatever you call them, like my other brothers from the police department, and like they were like all talking about militarizing and he coming up here, and it was cool to watch some feeds, and he got on mine, and we haven't talked in a handful of years, and he was like, oh shit, like it's not at all what we thought it was. We thought it was people that were like parading around on burnt flags and like, you know, like taking shits inside the station type thing. And I was
Dude,
like,
there's so much misinformation. One of my favorite things I had to debunk just recently was that we weren't creating our own currency. Like people literally think this in other states or places that are not here, because this is what they hear on the news, that, oh, now Chaz, or they keep calling it Chaz even though it's Chop, like Chaz is creating its own currency now, and the American dollar will be useless there. It's like, you guys have a really crazy delusional idea of what we're doing here.
There's no currency. It's all donation. Like there's no need for it right now.
Yeah, and most time they don't even accept donations, you know, which I've seen too. Yeah,
it blows my mind, like the common misconceptions you got. And it runs around. If you watch, what I get a kick out of now, I'll watch it for a laugh until it frustrates me and makes me just want to punch my screen, is like Fox News, watch Hannity, Tucker Carlson, these guys are on there, and they're like, a real look inside. I heard him say this the other night. He was like, this is a real look inside of what's happening on Capitol Hill. And they had like 3 or 4 people for like 5 minutes. That's the only people they showed. And it was like some guy in a corner that you couldn't see where he was having his pants around his ankles, like leaning inside. They were like, and they're playing this like dark music, like the real gritty streets
The
of
real
Seattle.
Capitol Hill,
And I was like, what are you? And then they had like 2 people wearing uniform outfits, and they kept like, is there a drug? And they got the reporter, right? And the guy you could tell is like on a hill 8 blocks away, and they're like, there's rampant drug use, and I've seen some drinking.
Oh my God.
Like, he was like, do you feel safe? And he was like, I can't say that I feel safe, or if this is an angry group. I was like,
okay.
He was surrounded by 3 people, and about 9 blocks between anything that would even have an answer to that question. But it blew me away. So I watch and I laugh, and then they start tossing out things. And the last thing he said when he signed off, he's like, well, I guess you can tell none of these people have jobs.
Yeah.
I was like, hey, asshole, you do realize we're still in King County, right? Like, you do realize it's COVID going
all the time with the jobs. It's just, that's one of the, the way I look at it is, the people that are in your chat going, oh, do they have have jobs? Oh, do they shower? Oh, you know, like, and they're constantly just trying to go for those kinds of things.
Yeah.
Those are people that, if they could, they would just use the N-word, but they can't, so that's what they have to say. You know, that's the way I look at it. Hey,
Jobless
how's it going? Oh, thank you so much for cleaning up, by the way. I'm not gonna get your face, but you're like, people like you that like volunteer, you guys are awesome. Thank you.
Yeah, I mean, I've been on the front lines the last, 4 weeks until they finally stopped, harassing us. And
Yeah.
now the best thing I can do for everyone to help the community is help clean up.
Yep.
Clean up the loop. And
Yep. That's another thing they say, oh, where's all the trash go? Well, we take care of it ourselves. It's not that crazy.
Most people put it in the garbage can. It's important to show that we can take care of each other and we don't need
The police.
constructs, and we can actually do it ourselves.
Yeah.
Like me and some other people have been a part of, picking up trash and just cleaning it up, and I mean, people should take care of their own trash. It doesn't always happen. People are
I mean, look at Japan.
drunk or fucked
No
up.
pollution
Things
whatsoever.
happen.
Yeah.
I've been guilty of it. Everyone's been guilty
Sure,
of
yeah.
leaving litter around, but
What's cool though is if you even watch the march, there was like, the last protest, there was at least 3 or 4 people that were just following the protest, just picking up garbage behind there. I mean, picking up things that weren't there even before the protest went through. That were there before the protest went through, and I was like, that's really cool.
And I think one of the, basically, leave it better than you found
Boy
it.
Scout thing, right?
Exactly.
Leave it better than you found it. And so, we now have Cal Anderson, so let's keep it clean. Let's keep it nice.
Can I ask you a quick question? Like, so I mean, leaving it better than you found it. Like, what do you feel about like the occupied zone here and all of the graffiti damage and things like that?
I don't think the graffiti damage is really a thing. A lot of the graffiti is actually like nice, like murals, and it's actually art. There's always going to be some scratch tag kind of shit, but that's not uncommon. I feel like a lot of the graffiti and the art that's going on right now is actually like murals and artists doing their thing, and I agree with it. They're on plaques of wood. It's not on businesses, and if they're on businesses, they're boarded up. It's not damaging any business. It's just an expression of art. And
who built the barricades on top of the barricades, like the wood encasings for the garden blocks?
I'm not sure who did that. I know they redid the barricades just the other day to allow emergency personnel through. I'm not sure who put the wood on there.
So they didn't show up like that?
I'm not 100% sure. I wasn't here for that. That happened a couple days ago.
Yeah.
I was working. I was not here for that, but
you have a job? Did you hear that, America?
Oh, I know, right?
You hear that, world?
Hey guys, people here have jobs. Hey.
I'm working 40 to 50 hours Monday through Thursday.
Same here.
And then I come here Thursday through Sunday, and then go back to work. I worked 12-hour shifts today, and I slept for like 2 hours and came back out here to help clean up and do my part.
It's awesome.
So far, everyone I've asked if you have a job, people that were volunteering their time here, has said that they work actually pretty demanding jobs, and then they just take any little bit of free time they have to come down here and volunteer. And they barely get sleep, things like that. So it's like extra insulting for people to say, oh, these people just must not have jobs. No.
I know quite a few like nurses and people like a Swedish in Harborview that are working their 10 to 12-hour shift, and then they come down here just to be a part of it and help, and like social workers are doing their full-time job and then coming here to help other people, and it's really just a community that's just, it's amazing.
Yeah.
So.
That is super insulting though.
It's like, seriously.
Bunch of bums down there.
Exactly. It's ad hominem attacks. That's all it is. Yeah.
They're like, it's basically just another 10 cities when they call it.
Exactly. Yeah.
Well, yeah. There's
anything to tear down the movement, dude. Anything. Literally anything. Because they can't say the N-word.
The fact is, like,
it's funny. I wouldn't until you put it like that. I wouldn't have thought about it in that context. But yeah, I can definitely see what you're talking about. Yeah.
Well, the fact that people are encouraging homeless to come up here because there are social workers, there are people that can help the homeless. Come live up here where there's water and supplies and information to help you get by.
Yeah.
I think is really cool. We're now reaching out to the homeless people. Like, hey, come join us, get some help, get some free water, get some food, and and they're actually doing it. There's been I live in downtown, and it's crazy to see how there's less and less every week because people are coming up here. Some are crazy, some are out of their mind, there's drug addicts and stuff. But
I'll say this.
But up here, there's social workers, there's lawyers, there's people that can help them.
Remember the guy we talked to a guy over here, and he said that he asked if he could share his. He had a bunch of legal paperwork and a box of apples, and he was like, you know what? I was wondering if I could tell my story. And I was like, well, I mean, this isn't like a news channel like that, but he mentioned he was like, I was going to kill myself a week ago. You know, he's like, I was working for the Port of Seattle. I got laid off. Things have been bad. I've been going through this litigation. It's been terrible. He's like, I'm dealing with a therapist. And he was like, I was up until a week I was going to kill myself. And he's like, and then this movement started. He was like, and I came up and I've been able to commiserate and I've been able to talk to people and be a part of this. And he's like, it gave me a breath of new life. And he was like, yeah, and he's like, I was getting some food, you know, I got some apples here I'm gonna take home, and he had his legal documents, and he was asking people here for legal counsel. He's like, hey, is there anything you can help me with? And he was getting the services he needed. And I'm like, man, that's really impressive that like this dude went from like suicidal like notions to like getting legal counsel. And food
also, that's a lot of people living in downtown Seattle where, you know, we're working full time, getting paid shit wages, barely able to survive living down here, but we have to live close because we don't have a car, can't afford a car.
Yeah.
And you know, like those thoughts are not uncommon, and having this where it's just the community coming together with civil counsel, like actual services, helping each other just for free and like being a part of it. And that just shows we don't need this huge government overseeing it. We can govern ourselves most.
Community can be strong too. Yeah. That's one thing that I think we're trying to prove here. Yeah.
The community can run itself as long as we're all working together, and we don't need people in Washington D.C. telling us how to live our life or what we should be doing.
Yep.
I lived like my first place I moved in the city, like when I hit 19 years old, I'm like, I'm moving to Seattle, got a job valet parking downtown Seattle. This is 20 years ago now, 20 years ago. I got an apartment right over here on Bellevue Ave. So I was like, I'm living on the hill, and even then it was really a pretty eclectic blend of like, you know, college students, you know, of course, and the community, the LGBTQ community we have here was great, you know, and it was a real immersion of culture. But this is the most peaceful I've seen groupings on the hill ever since then, and like following the years after. Like I'd come back up and you'd end up seeing fights or people that were like, you know, nefarious
especially
activities.
with like the gentrification in the last 20 years
Yeah.
of Capitol Hill.
Sure.
I mean, like it went from a really LGBTQ like neighborhood, you know, color-friendly place, and then it's been slowly gentrified with, you know, all these buildings, and it's slowly pushing out. And it's nice to see everyone back and actually supporting and loving each other and helping each other out. You know, like,
and it's been like that. It's been peaceful. It's been super. Everyone on our feet.
Once the cops left.
The last time that we had like a serious violent incident was
this whole place was gassed.
Exactly.
Which I wasn't here for that, and that's wild because a lot of people like. I didn't get a chance to talk to that notion when people were like, yeah, but the way it started, I was like, all right, well, let's talk about what it is now.
I got tear gas 4 times in the last 2 weeks.
I got tear gas multiple times.
It's a pretty common experience around here.
What's crazy is Bellevue. I was downtown Bellevue, and I got hit in the back with one of those flashbangs. Well, I was talking to the news broadcaster for like Como News 4 or whatever. We were just chatting, and someone threw a water bottle at the police, something benign. You know, they're wearing their full riot gear, and they got hit with a water bottle. Next thing you know, it was like tear gas, flashbang. I mean, that's like skipped off my shoulder. It was one of those like, what the fuck is happening, man?
That's like when the police said they were throwing an explosive device at them, and it's actually a dollar store prayer candle. Yeah. Like my friend has the same one, like it's explosive device, and they have it on the SPD Twitter that they were throwing explosive devices at us. Like, dude, that's a fucking candle.
Yeah. And
you guys have riot gear and gas masks, and you're afraid of people in simple masks and umbrellas.
Yeah.
And you know what?
I was out since the first fucking Saturday of the march. I had a cop push me to the ground, pull down my fucking my goggles, and pepper spray me. Like,
wow!
Push me down,
Holy shit!
Down, pepper spray me. I got pepper sprayed.
I've heard about that kind of stuff.
That day.
Yeah. You see that on the news and stuff, but you don't even know about it actually. Like,
I retreated. I had milk poured all over my face, baking soda, water, and then I went back. And the craziest part was when I was listening to a pastor talk in Westlake. We're all on our knees or sitting down listening to this pastor talk about a message of Black Lives Matter and peacefulness. And then from behind us was tear gas and flashbangs.
Yeah.
Like, we weren't doing anything. We were not even approaching police, but they approached us and just assaulted us. And like, even like it's happened countless times up here. And it's nice to see whether they retreated because they're running out of resources or whatever it is.
They were. by the way.
Oh no, yeah.
I got confirmation from somebody in the state trooper department that they actually were running out of tear gas, and that's why they said,
yeah, when
we're gonna go
did
through.
The first...
And then they made it out. Well, we realized it was wrong. Let's do it for you.
Right.
They were actually just running out, and they had to. Yeah. It's true. It's true.
They ran through 82% of their resources for ground control, and so that's why she did the ban. But then, less than 48 hours later, was tear gas and bombs again, and then after that, there's been nothing because I don't think they have anything. Sweden has stopped sending riot gear to us. Like, I think it's Sweden.
We're getting like riot gear sent from overseas, so it's wild. It's wild.
But the thing is now, look how peaceful it is without police.
Here comes Brad creeping up.
One of the things that got me was that car joint that got broken into, right? And like that was being played out. Like the police weren't able to respond. And
I got all that on video too.
Yeah,
I got all of it.
What's crazy about that is I was talking to my uncle, and he's friends with the owner, right? He was like, and he's got his own views on it, but told me where it was at, and I was like, all right, cool, let's check it out.
Story what happened.
And it wasn't actually like in the chop, like it's up in the area, but it's up outside of the barricades. And then they were talking about how at first, like, anyway, I'm sure you guys all saw the narrative online. How
absolutely.
But it blew my mind is what touched me was that I was like, had the police been involved in that situation, it would have probably, with the crowd there, turned into something bad. Like it would have snapped off. But like the people here, were able to kind of take care of it on their own and make stories about how it ended up concluding. But what didn't happen was there's no tear gas, no one got beat up, no one got arrested. There was, and you saw that the group actually was the ones pushing people back and like slowing down the ones that were really hyped up and like feeling a lot of energy about it. So.
Can I say something about that candle situation? By the way, I wanted to touch on that. So you know how like they said, for anybody that doesn't know, they said that the justification for one of the days of tear gassing the whole crowd was that that somebody threw, and they called it an IED. This is on their Twitter. It's still there, but one of my viewers just said it. It's still up there. You can check it out on their Twitter. And they said that it was an IED, an improvised explosive device. Right? There are pictures, literally pictures of it just being a candle, and there's nothing there. So literally they're calling us terrorists and stuff and saying that we're making improvised explosive device. But then on the exact opposite note, we have proof that they know that we're listening to their scanners, so they have been putting false information on their scanners about like Proud Boys coming, like they're around the corner, they're arming up, just to scare us, just to put fear in us. Literally the definition of terrorism. So exactly, that is literally the definition of terrorism, and the media and the police are working together to gaslight us by saying that you're terrorists while they commit terrorism on us, pretty much, which is amazing.
That's why I'm actually really excited. The UN announced, I think either today or yesterday, the UN's actually looking into police brutality and the complete control that police have in our country, and they're actually looking at it now as an actual totalitarian fascism state. Like the UN is looking at us now. Mm-hmm. Every state in this country is rioting. We have people in other countries. We have Canada, we have Spain, we have Mexico, all marching for George Floyd to end police brutality. And it's really a big civil rights movement. And the fact that Donald Trump said this civil war will be better than Abraham Lincoln's means he's ready for war. And that's insane. He's declaring war on his own people. And that's something I don't understand. He's ready to go to war with us civilians.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
And that just blows my mind. Dude,
I got a question for you guys. And it's something that came up with some of our viewers. Was we've talked to some people and they talked a lot about how this is an advocate for the civil liberties and for the liberties of all the people here, all including our constitutional rights, of which was free speech. Right? And the question that came up was, do you feel like someone would be free to speak their piece if they were pro-Trump or were 100% pro-BLM, like the movement here? Would they be allowed to be on mic or to speak without extreme reprisal? Someone mentioned that the guy, the Christian fellow who was speaking out against the gay community and how they drug him out, right? And so that was the thing that I had to wonder was that did the businesses feel safe to, if they have different viewpoints from the actual occupation here? Are we allowed to call it an occupation?
Yeah, no, I think the O in CHOP is supposed to be occupied. Yeah,
Okay.
this is an occupation protest. If you look up protests and the history of protesting, it's a literal specific form of protest where you occupy as much space as possible and try and disrupt.
Right.
And that's what we're doing. That's why they rebranded the name.
Yeah, instead of
Autonomous Zone.
Autonomous,
Yeah, we were
because
there for that.
we're not trying to secede. We're still part of it because we try and secede, then they have military ability to take over.
I think they just didn't really think about the name too. They didn't expect.
I mean, no,
and we need to start
I mean,
thinking ahead too.
Last week when they had like the CHOP Town Hill meeting, like last week up on 12th, one of the guys was speaking. He's like, "We're here to hear everyone's voice." And this old white guy came on and he called us all fascists and like hated us, and like people started booing. He said, "Hey, instead of booing and hating on these people to where it fuels their fire more, let's talk to them and educate them. If they're stuck in their ways,
that's what I do.
then they're stuck in their ways."
Exactly what my stream is supposed to be.
When you have someone against this, you need to teach and educate the most you can. If they don't want to be teacher educated or can come to a resolution, then they can kindly leave. But we can't be violent and aggressive to those people. We need to show that we love everyone in this.
This is literally the idea behind my stream, by the way.
Our people of color, we love our like LGBTQT people. We love them all, and we're a part of it. And when people speak against it, it's better to educate than to banish and berate them, because when we do that, they just get more anger and more fuel for their fire.
Yeah. This has been really, I think what's really amazing about this too is the exposure factor, and I don't just mean that in like, you know, for the movement to the world. I think for me to the movement. And honestly, like I said, when we first came out and we started doing the stream, and then it got a big following for what we found, and a lot of questions came through that I didn't have answers for, and there was a lot of people that were voicing opinions that elicited some emotion in me that I wasn't expecting. And I was like, wow, okay, I really do have an attached feeling to this, not just the Black Lives Matter, because that's been going on, but about this, the Occupy movement of the CHOP right here. And I was like, all right. And so the more questions we asked, the more speakers that we listened to, and the more exposure we had to what's happening here, I can say personally, like, the more emotionally attached I became to it, and the better educated I am as an individual now. And I know that I even took that into my job, and I was able to help do a cultural sensitivity course that we were doing about microaggression and microaffirmations. And I would have had no grounds to talk about it before I had actual exposure to like what that means on a grand scale. And then like seeing it at a macro view, I'm like, wow, okay, like. And so I preach that as much as possible, even before, but like expose yourself to it.
Yeah.
If there's a different viewpoint, expose yourself to it. Like it might elicit you a response that you didn't expect.
Go there,
totally.
Show
agitated
up,
education.
Totally. I agree.
Yeah.
Even if you're not exactly sure what's going on, just show up and listen to what the people have to say. Listen to the poetry that's going on up there. Listen to what these people have to say. And you'll learn a lot. Like,
I would have been amazed to sit in and listen to, honestly, like, if you look, like, and I'm going to say a name, and it's what, but like, being able to listen to like a Hitler speak. Can you imagine what that would have been like to actually sit in and listen to that man speak? Now, and I'll make it very clear. Do not stand behind anything that he would have said. But the power behind that presentation, and to let it really sink in and hit you in the heart and your soul. I'm like, wow, I fucking hate you, man. Like, what you're saying is terrible.
Yeah.
You know, but let it hit you enough so you really feel it. And then you can stand on your laurels and be like, all right, cool, I respect human life, but I appreciate that what I feel right now is real in me. I own this.
And that's the thing right now. We now have that voice with everyone actually speaking against everything. We have our council member coming out here making great fucking speeches. I was here in the pouring rain listening to her speak, and just her speech, like the fact that her naming the 8 black people unarmed killed by police since Durkin took office, and you know, Mayor Durkin's trying to take credit for CHOP. She fucking hates us. She didn't want to be a part of it. She did not.
She's been posturing for sure.
She's trying to make like, oh, I was a part of this the whole time. No, you fucking tear gassed us. You hated us. You do not approve of this. But like, listening to these speeches, listening to the poetry, listening to people's accounts and the speeches during the day, like I've had chills constantly about it all. Like, and that's something powerful. Like, I mean, opposite of Hitler.
Right.
Like,
again. do not support.
Yeah,
Right. Nazi
Do not
regime
support him.
in any stretch of the imagination.
But like, I'm now feeling that power of just equal rights and just respecting everyone.
Yeah.
Instead of, well, what's been going on for the last like 400 years? And
I love that feeling that you get to when you're watching someone speak. Like we were down in front of the precinct, and like TK got on the bullhorn.
Great interview, by the way. If you haven't gotten it yet, interview TK. It's great.
I did.
Good.
We got back from the march. I got a chance to interview TK. It was amazing.
Yeah.
Incredible presentation. And the beauty part was watching that speech take form and watching that energy and that vibrancy come alive that even TK wasn't expecting. And you could see the real emotion that was starting to show up in people. Like, I mean, there's people that were talking down at the precinct. You were down there, and you're seeing people getting teary-eyed that weren't expecting it. They grabbed the mic, kind of had the megaphone shoved in their hand. And then one gentleman who talked about his brother getting killed by police, and even he was like, I'm watching him from like 3 feet away, like immediately felt that he started feeling that. And I was like,
you feel their energy,
and
you
I
feel
was
their
just like,
pain,
man,
you feel their struggle.
It was powerful. But then you watch people wake up, and even like TK, when TK was speaking, you could tell that the emotion coming from TK. I want to say, okay, and TK is lesbian.
So I asked TK about her pronouns, and she said she doesn't really care, but she's a girl, so she goes by she, but she doesn't really care. But you could go she.
I'm a black lesbian woman.
Yeah.
Is what
Yeah.
So she. Okay. So
Yeah.
it makes it easier for me to say what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Not sound like an idiot.
Sure.
But,
Yeah.
Watching her like come alive and talk about her ADHD, which was funny, but you could tell that it was happening in front of us. Like it wasn't something that was like, this is a well-rehearsed public speaker who's coming out like, all right, guys, I'm going to run this organization.
Yeah, she's not. Yeah.
No, just got a bullhorn, and all of a sudden, like the people that were speaking, all of a sudden were feeling what they were saying, and I'm like, that's power.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
power that you're waking up right now to something that you didn't know you had in you.
Yeah,
and that's
totally.
beautiful, and that's what, if nothing, man. If I keep telling everybody, like, if nothing else, find something in you that you're passionate about. But if you don't have that, find it. Go look for it. Expose yourself to it. You might find yourself passionate about this or something that comes from it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was like one of the craziest things a few weeks ago. Is like my baby mama, she was kind of upset that I was like protesting on the front lines, but I was like, you know, it's my duty to fight for these people because they've been through this horrible shit for hundreds and hundreds of years.
Yeah.
It's my duty to be on the front line and fight for them. And she's like, you need to call your mom. I called my mom.
You need to call your mom.
I called my mom, who is, my parents are right-wing Republican people.
Sure.
I call my mom, and she's like, I support you. Yeah. I understand. Like, I didn't vote for Trump. I support what you're fighting for.
Yeah.
And that was the craziest thing. Is like actually having a Republican not like, even like my mom actually like fully know what I was going towards.
Yeah.
And she knows the fucking the injury aspect I might be going into. Because she's like, I support you. And I was like, I am surprised first off, but like, it's crazy how it's now reaching a new level where it's starting to get those like, you know, people who've been Republican for, you know, conservative reasons, less taxes, are now like seeing the racism and everything that's been a part of it and slowly dissolving out of it, you know? And
absolutely.
All right, well, I'm gonna pick up some more trash.
Sure.
but
Thanks for talking to us, man.
Pleasure talking to you guys.
Yeah.
Y'all take care.
Yeah.
I'll see you tomorrow.
Let me ask you something. Did you feel like TK was like better, even more well spoken in an interview, like one-on-one, than on the mic or than on the bullhorn? Yeah, wasn't that crazy?
TK was great.
Yeah, I was like, holy shit, she's like even better just a one-on-one. Holy fuck.
What's funny is she was sitting on the ground, just like kind of like, oh god, and she looked over and was like, hey, what's up, man? And I was like, you knew it was coming, right?
Yep.
All right, so I was like, let me help you up.
Yeah.
Drink some water. Let's do this. And it was like, anytime you get someone talking and a crowd starts forming, that feels cool because you know something's happening, right?
Yeah.
Like, people kind of slowly around, and you can just watch like it was almost like TK was gonna start breakdancing.
Yeah. Here it comes. About to spit some truth.
Yeah. I'm gonna lay it on you. Hope you're ready to hear it. Give me some room.
Yeah, that's probably my favorite interview of everyone I've gotten so far.
That's exactly what we said. I was
really?
Like,
yeah.
TK, and then the gentleman that was on the bicycle that had like
the face shield or whatever.
Yeah. Over the whole thing.
Yeah.
That was from Whidbey Island.
Mm-hmm.
I asked him about Juneteenth. I was like, hey man, like a lot of people are texting in, like are messaging in on our feed that have no idea what Juneteenth is. I was like, could you explain that? And he had some great stuff to say too. Those two today were like the highlights. I mean, other than of course the freeway was.
That was awesome, right?
Nuts.
Yeah, the freeway was great, right?
Yeah. Hundreds of people.
We had like hundreds of people watching and then
jumped on.
Yeah.
A lot of them were angry as hell too.
Like, I've never experienced anything like this before.
Yeah.
It's just like, whoa.
I'll tell you too. your viewership will like just fucking skyrocket with marches. People love the marches and any kind of violence. Like people just it's like violence porn. People want to see it. Yeah.
Like, where are the people with the guns? I'm like, they're not
Yeah.
You're like interviewing, like when you're interviewing people, like.
Hi Tracy.
So many people.
Yeah. It's CJ Halliburton, by the way. They're asking.
Yeah.
But yeah. So one thing that I find interesting is that sometimes people will like they'll be in the chat and they'll be watching the shit and they'll be like, oh, look at the homeless. Oh, you just let the homeless in here. You know, one of the stupid rumors that there was is that the homeless had eaten and drank all our donations, so now we didn't have any. So I know, and we had a surplus for weeks. You know, like
you had to that's one of the things we talked about. Is like when we first got here, the donation station was like one small little, like tent. And like 2 bags of apples and like an orange, and then like we came back like 2 days later and it was like
they had
a city block.
Yep, they had to expand it. Yeah,
was set up, and that was just one side of it. You've got across the street. There was another couple. Then you had feeding the movement, or feeding what I think is what it was called.
Yeah.
And that was the. Sorry.
It's all good. It's a little distracting.
But that was where they had like a gourmet food. We talked to that guy too. It was Feed the Movement, right? Was that?
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, and it was cool. And he talked about a lot of the kitchens that are involved in donating food, and man, it was very cool. Very cool.
Yeah, well, one thing that I find is interesting, because you get all those people that are always just like, do these people have jobs? How do they shower? Like, one of the ones that they always throw out is, oh, the homeless. Oh, look at the homeless, blah blah blah. But it's so obvious that it's concern trolling, because part of what we're talking about here with defunding and then reallocating is making programs for the homeless. Like literally, like they're like, oh, but look at all the homeless there. It's like, yeah, we want them here because we're trying to help them too. You know,
Absolutely.
and so like people just they just out themselves on ignorance so easily, and it's
And it's funny because they're pointing out something that it's a common issue in Seattle. Like there is a drug problem in Seattle. We know that. There's a mental health issue in Seattle. I mean, it's a problem that we have. Staggering numbers of people are dealing with it. You know, our VA down here, like there's a ton of veterans that are dealing with a huge amount of mental issues, and there's a lot of drugs involved in that too. So people are like, oh yeah, well what about? Like, what about it, man?
They're gonna put you in Harborview for 72 hours and then make sure you don't kill yourself, and then let you right back out.
Yeah.
Nothing has changed. It's not real help. You know.
Dude,
Yeah.
We were living over here on First Hill, and one of my best friends had a little bit of a psychological breakdown, and that's exactly what happened. They had the evaluators come to the house. They took him over to Harborview. They did their eval. Like you said, it was like a 72-hour like evaluation, and like he was chill. You know, started smoking weed again. That was good. Mellow you out. That's good. But yeah, it totally was a very chill situation. So what are they talking about? A lot of the funding, like defunding the police and putting that into like.
I'm sure a lot of your viewers are asking over and over again, is it defund or abolish? Is it, like, it's one of the I get all the time too. It's hard because it's always in flux. It's always in flux. Yeah, in private messages, everybody wants to know, is it abolish, is it defund? And really, it doesn't really matter, like, to be honest. I feel like those people are really just trying to poke holes as much as they can, and they'll never be happy. It's bad faith arguments. I don't.
Call it care trolling?
Oh, concern trolling. Concern trolling is where like people they'll act like they're like they could maybe be like swayed to your side, but then they'll be like, but the homeless, or but like something that isn't even a fucking issue. They don't really care. They're just trying to bring your message down any way that they can. It's like it's a whole string of like bad faith type arguments and like weird like logical fallacies that people use to just like mind fuck other people into thinking, okay, maybe I lost that argument when they didn't have a point in the first place.
They had no stance.
Yeah, exactly.
We got roped in. I got one guy. I took the bait on it. Totally. This one guy, whatever his name was, Russ or whatever. Anyway, some guy was like, well, what have you ever done to help a black person? And it was one of the questions that came up. Like, my guy Brandon's been great. He's been running the feed.
Yeah, I've seen you.
Me the questions. And so I've been able
Wish I had a sidekick, man.
This guy's a stud. He's been like, because he's been feeding, like, reading the questions off the feed. So that's really what's helped a lot of viewership is like interaction with the people that I'm like, all right, cool. I'm going to actually ask this person what you're asking me. So it's been great. But he asked me, he's like, what have you ever done to help a black person? And I took the bait. I was like, what are you talking about? And so I ended up in a dialogue with this guy while he's texting in or messaging in. But one of the things that I had to like
say, I'm here doing this,
And I was like, I don't know. I mean, 14,000 people saw the last stream, and I was like, that's a platform. I was like, how about instead of asking me what I've done, tell us what we can do to help the black community. I was like, this is your platform right now, bud. But I went back and forth, but I was like, man, these trollers get you. And then he was like, man, whatever, I see why I threw you, white boy, or whatever, you're white, you're white hate, or whatever. And he's like, I'm out of here.
Yeah.
And then like 45 minutes later, he's back on, and he's like trying to like troll it up.
Yep.
I've got my boy Steve. He's like the best. He's down in LA right now. The guy I'm going to visit, and he'll pick those people up when he's watching. He roast the hell out of them. He's like, oh, okay, well, if you want to get on here and have an issue, like we'll go ahead and have a laugh. But the dude's like he's a roast master. What's the guy name? What's the dude? The roast king. He does all the.
Jeff Ross.
Jeff Ross. Yeah.
Yeah, he got on with Jeff Ross actually. Got to roast him.
Oh shit, that's awesome. That's epic.
Steve Phillips,
it's epic.
Man, if you get a chance to check him out, he's
wow.
hilarious. But, so he's my guy. He's my best friend since we were like little kids. So he'll get on there and just start cracking on people. And they're like, all right, I'm out of here. This guy's making me look real bad.
Yeah, you know, like with your stream as it grows, you're gonna notice that there are like certain people that come back every day, and the ones that and of those, you kind of want to try and pick the ones that you feel like you can trust and just make them mods, and then tell them you want them. Well, if they're gonna already be here, just get rid of those people that are just obviously just racist or you know. If you didn't make people mods, you could just, that's right. So you're doing your thing on your own personal page, right?
Yeah, like I'm not doing it from like streaming network.
I started that. So I started that way on just my page, and then we realized after it started like exponentially multiplying viewers, oh my god, I need help with my mods. But if you can't really help put people as like mods on your own personal page, so you gotta make like a media page on Facebook, and that's what I did. And named it Concrete Reporting, and then if you switch over early on and just make sure all your viewers know it, they'll just seamlessly go over, and then you can just basically have people help you, and they're watching and they can just be like, boom, take it off, get rid of that person, get rid of that person. You know, I have to go pretty soon, but I wanted to repeat. You know, obviously we're always trying to learn, and we're trying to repeat what we learn and what we hear, and to amplify the Black voices that we've heard. So I thought that maybe you might have seen this speech recently. It was the other day, maybe not, but there was this Black gentleman. He said this thing, it keeps ringing in my head, and I really wanted to tell all the other streamers because it's a really interesting message. When he said that, you know, he's like, they call us thug on the media because they can't say the N-word, you know, and they call you, and he pointed at the white people and said that, you know what, they call you Antifa because they can't call you N-word lover. And I was like, it just rung in my head over and over again, you know, like I was like, dude, that's so fucking true, dude.
So
like,
yeah,
because obviously I think we all can all identify that thug is coded language. It's easily coded language. It means the N-word. Then no matter what, when you hear it, that's what it means. And but I didn't really think about as a white person, the Antifa part. Like they're calling us Antifa because they can't call us N-word lover, you know, which is totally true, like 100%. And I was like, damn, I want to amplify that shit everywhere. Holy fuck.
That's
identify coded language when you hear it and call it out because it's bullshit.
Yeah, that's amazing, man. Yeah,
right?
Wow.
Yeah.
I'm glad you shared that with me. Thank
yeah, no problem. I'm really excited I got to talk to you because I feel like Dave, give me a hug, man.
Get in here.
I'm so sorry I judged you, you know, like the first time I saw you, you know.
White guy, you know.
Yeah. And actually somebody wanted me to tell you that there's about 400 people. A lot of people think you're a cop. So yeah.
What is it about me? It's the body,
I think it's the body type. You know, usually you see somebody like you, they're really like into themselves, or like, you know, they're, you know, and usually that's the kind of person that's like, oh, my skin must be supreme, you know, that kind of person, you know, like, yeah, but no, you're totally not that. Yeah, I can guarantee, I'll vouch for this guy, he is not a cop.
Thank you.
So yeah.
Got him.
So yeah, just to remind you guys, CJ Halliburton, just like the company, evil company.
Just nothing to do with the company.
If you guys want to follow him, I'm gonna try and get him kind of linked into our kind of streaming network, and then we can expose, or we can expand our reach of our voice, you know. Awesome. So, and then also everybody, I'm gonna go because I said I was gonna leave over an hour ago, so I got caught up. Thank you guys. Also, Tracy Kendrick is in there, and she is going to be a new streamer, so check her out too. I'll talk to you guys all later, and I'll see you tomorrow.